Oh, hit that button right there. Pause. There we go. And I think we're going to be looking good. Hopefully we'll get a better stream we had the other day. Um, is it live? Oh, it's been live. Okay, I shut down everything else except for this and some other things. But none of those other things should be loading anything. And I'm not going to load any pages during this because it just screws things up. Let me take a look real quick, make sure everything works. Okay, there's the desk, Care Bears, cover, USB. All right, that's good. Let's see, there's me. Lost my place here. We got a screen. That's what I see. Isn't that exciting? There's the same thing with chat, widescreen. Yep, and fucking Chinese. Okay, we got everything in place. Everything's working. All right. How's everybody doing? We got 0 people watching, but there's 37 people talking. Bill, Eric M, Anthony Aguirre. Ant, have you changed your name again? No, it's a different Anthony. Lincoln Central Coins, Brian Hooper, Mike Leapline. That's a new name, I believe. Rivendell, hi Ken. Video and audio are good. I set this is further apart, but the other camera, that one, is now way up here, so I'll get a wider shot of the desk. Because, geez, we've got a neat thing going on today. I've been talking about getting a 5,000 count sack of wheat, and people said, oh, I want some, and I want some. So I had several people that responded. I got 2 people that still have not yet paid, and we'll give them another day, but if they don't come up with it, I got a guy that'll take everything. It's not a problem. It'll be fun. This is 5,000 of the darn things. Haven't opened it yet. You can see it right here. Comes from Tim Rathjen up at the stamp and coin place. He's the guy that put together the Lookzee App. And let's see. Let me go to the screen real quick. Where's the screen? Nope. Yep, there it is. Lookzee. Yeah, try to have. Nope, that's not it. Here it is. The Lookzee App. If you go to my blog, 1 Million Pennies Project, you'll find an explanation what that app does. It lets you take a picture of your coin. Right? It'll look like this. This is what it looks like on your phone. It's an app for your phone. I don't actually use a phone. Mine's over here, and I don't use it for nothing. I don't get reception out here anyway. But it'll take a picture. It'll straighten it out, right? So if it's crooked, it'll straighten it. You take the front and the back. It'll put them together. I lost my. Okay, there we go. It'll tell you what it is and what's it worth, which is the 2 biggest questions people ask about their coin. What is this, and what's it worth? Then they want to know, where's the machine I put it into to get my money? Okay, let me find my way home. And that's Tim Rathjen. There you go. And you'll find in the description down below, if I can make this work, down here, somewhere down there, I got a couple of links for you. It'll take you to his eBay store where you can, buy stuff. It's the Stamp and Coin place. It's a C with an S in there. It'll take you to his listing on the CoinOp group where you can buy your own sack of 5,000 wheats. It's 185 bucks. Anyway, check that out. Let's see who's here. We got Brian Hooper, Maury Veal, Coin Dragon, Bill J. Oh, Bill J has a channel, by the way. I got that already loaded. He's on my, I got my notes here. He's on my notes. He's been doing videos for a couple of days now. This guy goes through lots of rolls. I don't think he quite touches Logan, but he's pretty steady. Let me tell you, he does a box of halves every day. Where's that screen I had? Let's see, screen. There we go. And we got him. Here he is, Bill J. There's his channel. It's simple. He's got 2, 4, 6, 8 videos up so far in about 2 weeks. But you can get in there and see what he's doing. He found 4 silver halves today, and he gives you a play-by-play is how that works. And another channel that wants to get attention today is Amanda. Excuse me. This is Coin and Card Hobbyist. Can you see this? Yeah, you can see this all right. Okay, she's at 868 subscribers. It won't take much to send her over the top, and then she can, work on getting monetized after that. But she goes through coin rolls. Oh, just steady. and she's a fixture around the coin community here. She does a lot of moderating in groups for different people. She does her thing. She's one of us. Give her some love. Okay, let me get back home. And let's see. There's home. Let's see. Misfit. No Mister. Hidden Numismatist. So what's the agenda this evening? Today we're going to take apart this sack of wheat. We got several people that have ordered some ahead of time. Right. This is a prepay event. So how many do you want? We'll sell the whole box before I buy them. And it's here. Look at it. The mailman is quite upset with me. So we're going to open the darn thing, count them up, and go through the process. Ow! Oh my God! Oh God! I caught myself. Don't do this at home. If you must use a knife, have a parent open your mail for you. Okay, now I'm going to take the top of this box right off altogether because it's going to be handy. Now, when you cut the box, don't go this deep. Just cut the cardboard, and don't cut your finger like I did. I'm going to bleed all over the place here today. Okay, so this is from Tim Rathjen. He's got a lot of good stuff on his eBay store. Let me move that out of the way and get this open and see what's in there. I've not seen it yet. Look at that. Save your old stuff if you like. You can reuse it. And we got more. Okay. I'm not bleeding, am I? Oh, not much. I'll be okay. I'll be talking again in no time. Let's see what's in here. Okay, good. When you ship heavy stuff, man, you got to tape it and tape it and tape it and then retape it. A box in a box, there's nothing wrong with that because these will take a pounding. And if a load shifts and they fall, I mean a foot, the box is going to burst. And I found that out the hard way when people call up and say, my pennies roll spill all over the place. Okay, then you're refunding them and stuff. There's Viv. Okay, can we get that off yet? Yeah, I don't like to cut too deep, except on my finger, because you risk damaging the stuff. Okay, and we got another box. This is different. This is not expected. We'll find out what that is. Okay, we got padding. If you're going to pack stuff to ship and it's big, pack it like it's a brick. Nothing should move within that package. There's Mantic. And here we have a big fat sack of wheats. Oh, Jesus. All right, let me get this. Oh, there. That's a sack of wheats. Yeah. I got a pile of boxes over here I'm going to do something with. Oh, yeah, got to pay. Mantic's in for 1,000. We got Phoenix Van Life with 100. Dana with 1,000. Paula with 1,000. Lauren Troutman, I don't know your screen name, but you get 1,000 of these. Bill J is grabbing 500. And Ray Chupp is in for 400. That's all of them. What is in here? I must know. Okay, do you want to open the bag or the box first? Where's them scissors? Okay. That's my favorite part. If I drop Ken Peavy's boxes, they leave a hole in the floor. You get some big boxes from me, Lincoln. All right. And we got the seal of approval, stamp and coin place. You get that on everything he says. Okay, we got a twist tie. That goes away. And this is just a regular canvas bag. These are wonderful things. You can reuse them. Now, Dana paid first. She gets the bag. Okay. Let's gonna look in here. And you got wheats, baby. Wheats. Wheats like you never seen before. That's my hand. That's my wrist. Okay, my fingers are straight out. That's how high that is. And that's just 5,000 freaking pennies. Look at them. What's this one? Oh, look. We're going to look at this real quick. These are fun to look at. Okay, you gotta step aside, girl. It's a 1951. Got some good color in there. Just a little blemish on his cheek, right? But we're gonna go through, well, probably a roll or at least half a roll of everybody's order, so we can see what is in these big fat wheat bags. Back in the day, right, 1985, you could get a sack of 5,000 wheats, and it would cost you, 75 bucks, 72 bucks plus shipping, 80 bucks shipped for 5,000, for 50 bucks worth of pennies. About what you pay right now for, the coppers. So if that tells you anything, copper's going to be going for, 200 bucks a sack, another 20, 30 years, possibly, quite possibly. Logan's here. Oh, good. Logan likes to go through a lot of rolls. He'll like this show. Now, here's some figures for you real quick. We'll go back to the screen. All right. Lincoln cents. You've got 500 million of the darn things that have been made since 1909, right? 500 million of them. Out of all those Lincoln cents, 500 million, you got 25 million are wheat cents. So 5% of all the Lincoln cents ever made have the wheat reversed, and that's what we're looking at right here. Now, out of all those Lincoln cents, 5%, no, 15% were made before 1933. So what you got here are the commons, right? You're going to get these if you buy a bag. Let me get back home. If you buy a bag of wheats, this is $185 shipped. And I'm looking around eBay, trying to find, a decent sack of wheats. This guy's got some, that guy got some, but they're running 250 bucks. No, they should not be running 250 bucks. That's a ludicrous and foolish price. I'm not going to spend your money that way because I'm going to buy these, put them out here. No, they should be about $200 shipped. Now, Tim, he's got that Numis machine, and it does effectively what everybody else does, is pick through them for dates. You don't find the 1930s, 1920s, the teens. You don't find the steel cents in here. Back in the day, you used to. Geez, they were everywhere, but then they'd only been, stopped production 15 years before, 16 years before maybe. After, what, 30? What year was this? Good Lord, 30 years? When's my 40th anniversary for high school coming up? That's the next one. 30, 40 years later, these bags have been picked over many, many times. You don't find the great dates. You don't find the, the 22Ds. I found a 22D in a bag when I was, 20 years old. It was wonderful. Oh, right, I got a penny worth $2 because that's what they were back then. But you do get, a wide assortment of 40s and 50s. There will be, I suspect, no steals in here. If there are, it's going to be tore up. There should be no estimates in here. They've been picked out. And you're going to get this from anybody you buy the darn things from, so why spend 250 bucks? If you're going to get wheats, make sure you check a seller's other listings and see, geez, does he have, dye varieties for sale also? Because that's going to tell you that they've been picked through, at the scope level, looking for buy errors or dye chips or double dyes or RPMs. Well, we're going to do that with some of these today. Look at them all. They're great. We're going to count them up. But anyway, Tim, I know for a fact he does not have the staff or the time to go through and look at these for dye varieties. And that's what I like. Now, my wheats, right, that I got down here on the floor, they've been picked over, baby, like with fine-tooth comb. Tim Rathjen, the inventor of Lookzee. Yes, that's Tim. That's right here. I keep this on the table, but I intend to use the table for, some stuff. Ken, read the last chat, says Logan. I can search any more wheats. I can't search any more wheats. My scope broke. God, the horror. You can get another scope for about 20 bucks. It's such a bag. Me, my computer craps, oh man. I keep a few bucks, off to the side in cash so I can get back online because the computer craps, dude, I'm sunk for a while. I'm in touch. He can hire me. Call him up. He's looking for good help. Seriously, you got a resume? Send it in. You can find him on the Coin Op group. Get a hold of him. Me too. I'd go work for him, but he's in Washington. And they got snow up there. Even if it's just once in a while, because he's right on the coast. No, there's no snow out here ever. Okay, why do we look at these things? They're fun. That's what it's all about. More than anything else, these are just plain fun. Yes, Washington, Bellingham. It's, you know, where that little hook, that little corner is, just north of Seattle, SeaTac. Yeah, people like these things. These are awesome. If you haven't done 1,000 wheats, you're in for a, well, first off, a lot of fun, because this will take you several days to go through. How you want to, you're going to sort by year first and see what's in there, because I can guarantee by the time you get to the bottom, you forgot what was at the top. Do you sort them by date and mint mark? Yeah, you can do that, but you're going to have, you know, 20, 30, 40 dates of mint marks, however many. I blacked up everything, microscope, laptops, and even, oh, back it up. Absolutely. I got 2 trucks just in case the first one craps out. And see, I got to switch the batteries. But anyway, the other one will take off. Zoom, and I'm good. Did you get my package today? Yes, I did, Ginger. We're going to open that up. I got a few packages here to go through. Well, first off, we got the big sack of wheats here. But I got from Dustin Morgan some neat things. We're going to look at that on Wednesday wheats. We would have looked at it last Wednesday, but 7:30 came. I had some ice cream during SJ show and just leaned back in the chair here. I just took a nap. I got up at 11 and said, oh man. Okay, we got one from, check this out. We got one from Scott Hugenboom. There he is again. Scott, well, it's Scott, it's Hoogie's Hobby Shop. And that, I can guarantee you, is something pretty darn nice. I'm not going to open that up till Sunday show, but that'll go into Sunday show. He's got a habit of sending these really, really awesome anchor coins. What did he send out? 1878S or 79S, that Morgan dollar a couple of weeks ago. Okay, from this one, we got from Paula. Paula, are you in here? Send up and let's see how let people see it. Say hi. Paula has sent a bunch of foreign coins, and we're going to open that up on Sunday too and see what's going on there. Okay, then oh, let's see. Ginger, where's Ginger? Ginger sent a package. There we go. But that's not for the that's not for giving away. That's for looking at. That's for looking at. She sent some coins for the inspection service that I offer. So I'm going to find some time, probably tomorrow night, open these up, inspect them, and, you know, report on what I see. Give her my opinion. Tell her what I think, and if possible, attribute any dye varieties we find. And that's what that one is. So that's another show all by itself. Okay, but we want to get into this first off. What is this box here that Tim sent in addition? Now, I don't suspect that anybody else would get this, because I said, Tim, I need a bag of wheats, you know, for the show. He says, okay. Well, I don't suspect he would seed the bag, because it wouldn't be an accurate representation of what you would get typically in a bag. But we'll open this up. I said, send in some extra stickers. Oh, yeah, baby. We got, this is what I want, right? Rather than put in, you know, some extra things that might make it look like something that it's not, I said, send some stickers, because we can cover this whole desk. I had to rearrange everything over here to make it fit. And I was gonna clean the desk, but I couldn't find my furniture polish. Okay, we got some Stampin' Coin Place stickers, and we got an invoice. There you go. Watch this. How much is a bag of wheats from Tim? $185 total. That's a total due. I paid this. Okay, it's just the way it goes in. 185 bucks, and that's shipped. No, you don't have to pay 250 bucks for a bunch of wheats. You don't. But it also says, you know, if you do those coin roll hunting like Logan, like Amanda, like Bill J, like everybody else does, all those wheats, that's money in your pocket. You put together a bunch of them, yeah, they're going to go. Okay, we got little bits of cardboard everywhere. Okay, and I'll put some of these in everybody's little packages just as a reminder. We're going to give them a little promo here. Oh, good. Okay, now we got to count these out. I got some Ziploc bags. I had a big fat pencil. I don't know where that went either, but I found a pen. Good. And we're going to use Ziploc bags. Write everybody's name on it. Count these things out. Okay, I got this. Now that's a coin counter. I did a video on these before, and they're pretty darn accurate. You see a little cut line, if I can get that right. Let's see, right here. So when the coins fill the tube, and they spill out the cut line, you know you got the right number. And they got several sizes, of course. Quarters, nickels. There's a dime, but I think that got knocked over because there's dimes all over the floor over here. But the penny's fairly accurate. But you got to watch out. Once you hit 1982, the zinc cents are a little bit smaller. Even if you get a lot of zinc cents in there, it'll be more accurate than a coin star would be. So they work for me. Okay, these are, I mean, 15 bucks for a set. I think if you want just one, it's like 8 bucks. Get the whole set. I sit here, I watch a movie, I watch people cornball hunt, and I roll up all my old change using these. They're pretty handy. So we'll count these out, look at some, and go from there. Now, a bag of wheat, so you can do stuff with it, right? You got these folders. Now I've got these available. I'm getting low on number 2. That's number 2. Over here you get number 1. And number 1 goes from 1909 to 1940. There you go. And they just press in, much like this. This is an older style. It doesn't have the nice copper Lincoln on the front. Just the old classic look. And you put your coins in. And it lets you know what you still need, because each slot is numbered, dated, tells you how many were made. You know, this is the book number 2, which goes to 1974. One moment. Hit that mouse. And it's nice when you fill them up. There you go. But it gives you a target, right? You've gone through your coin roll hunting, you found everything you could, and now you're down to just a couple left. Okay, those you can actually go and buy. And book number 1 is the harder book. It goes from 1909 to 1940. And these are available, how much? They're 4 bucks a piece. You can get 1 and 2. And that's, you know, they get the original propaganda from Whitman. You get 90 slots in each one. And you take the both of them at $7.50, but I'm just about out of number 2s. But I'll have more coming, it's no problem. But I got the Lincolns, and I got Jefferson nickels too now. But this is what you end up with, you know, a good complete set. Maybe they're not all perfect and shiny, but you can always work on better ones later. Okay, let's see how we're going to do this. All right, I should have rehearsed, but I hadn't opened the bag. I check them live. I kill them first, then I check them. It just works for me. Everybody's got their own manner, their own ways. Okay, I need a bag. And get this cardboard out of here. I think we're ready to go. First one up is Dana. Dana paid first. Dana goes first. Dana took 1,000 of these things. All right, all we're going to do here is I'll talk while we fill them. And I get to keep up with chat this time. But it makes a lot of noise. I'll put my thumb under there. There we go. It'll keep from hitting the desk. Is it attribution only, or would you by chance give an opinion on a possible grade? I'll tell you what I think. Everything. I think this is junk. I think this is beautiful. I think you should have this slabbed, right? And it's $5 per coin. There we go. I'm going to put an extra one in there. There we go. Let's see. They fill right up. You got to tap them, right? Because if the coins get in there and they cocked, right, sideways or crooked, you got to tap it so they make sure that if it flattens out. Attribution only. Yeah, I'll tell you what I think. What do you want to know? Ask a question about the coin in particular. I need a piece of paper here so I can keep track, because my mind is gone and I get distracted. There's Dana. Okay, we got 1. We'll just do little hash marks and see if we can make this work. Now, I'm going to dump her stuff back into the bag because she gets the bag. There. So we can have a look at some of these. There, that's in there. We're going to take one out and have a look here real quick because I'm dying to see. Okay. But whatever you send in, I'm going to give you some idea of what it is. I've done a couple of hundred of these. I'm going to do a video of, you know, the actual attribution. And I'll print up a piece of paper for you and send that back. But it's $5 per coin. Let me know they're coming. let's see, no more than like 20, maybe I'd probably do a couple of dozen. But if you give me too many at once, it kind of buries me. Let's see, there's a scope. Okay, we got a 1945 here. This is going to Dana. It's in pretty darn good shape. This is typical. 1945, you tend to find them often a bit more beat up. But let's get in there and have a look and see if we can see anything. The whole point is look for die varieties. Okay, how close can we get? All right, on the reverse, I'll give it a quick look up here at the dots in EPU. And they get tough to see because once they're circulated, they've been beat around for, 50 or 60 years, they can get hard to see. Let's look at the date. I'm looking for a thick 9 for a double die 1945. Check the eyelid. That looks pretty normal, I think. All right, you want to have a look at that one, Dana, when it gets there. Also look at the T and truss. That second one gives away a lot of stuff. And look for a buy error. So I don't see anything directly here, but that eyeball, maybe it's just some debris there. We'll let you look at that. Look at that later. Put that back in your bag. Okay, let's keep on counting. Okay, now I can talk. Maury has a great deal on the 2018 D rolls. Maury sent up a bunch of 18D rolls. I sent one to Lincoln, and he got it. Well, actually, sent the 2. He got into his first one, and he's finding some high varieties there. So you might want to contact Maury. Is he in here? You'll find him in the Coin Op group. And say, hey man, I want some of them. I want some of them D rolls. Okay. Tap it. Extras come up, and the goods go in the bag. And mark it. That's $1 worth in there. Now, if you do send coins, you pay for shipping to get it to me. You pay for your insurance to get it to me. If you want it insured on the way back, include that amount as well as the postage. Because what you pay to ship to me, that's what it's going to cost me to ship it back to you. Give it a tap. Add a couple more. All right, that works. There's 3. This is accurate enough for the bank. Because this is how I do it for the bank. Except I put them in the paper rolls. Not terrible cool. I was able to get 2018 rolls from a Publix. I think the only 2018s I've seen here come from Maury. You can get them. They're out there. When the coins first come out, those new rolls, they put out a box of new rolls, and they say, oh man, I got skunked. Well, if you're looking for die variety, sure. But you can flip those babies over for $1 a roll quick. There, that's in. Geez, a $25 box, you just doubled your money. Skunked? No, they're handy. But the people on the East Coast can't get the D's. The people on the West Coast can't get the P's. They don't make S's anymore. So far, they're mighty boring. Well, Lincoln says he's finding some stuff. Mark it. That's 5. We're halfway on Dana. This would be much faster than I thought. Skunk? No, you can double your money quick. Now, if you want to hold on to those brand new rolls, in a couple of years, you'll get $1.50, $2 a roll. No problem at all. You keep doing this every single year. Yeah, you can have a nice little enterprise going just selling BU rolls. There we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. Because there'll always be a market for BU rolls. Always. You got original wrap rolls? No problem. Nope, those don't want to sit right. Check them out. Yeah, let's look at how this coin roll counter. Now, if you don't have one of these counters, you can just use a tube. Those work great. Pull them. Any more? That's it. Give them a bounce. Good. Let's see. What's that space? Yeah, I'm going to pull it this way just a little because I don't have to reach so much. There we go. 7. And where's the rolls? Here we go. Here's a tube. That's a penny tube, right? Same idea. You got to find that tube. Well, you get a little space in the bottom and you get a little thickness here, so it's probably going to be slightly off, but the top of that tube just about lines up with that slot. But these work. But I'm going to keep the measuring theme consistent here. There you can fill up your tube. Okay, and these hold 50. But fill it up, then dump them out and count them. And that'll tell you how accurate it is, because maybe it's a little bit higher, maybe it's a little bit lower. Okay, there we go. That's a full tube. Let's see what that does in here. Give it a bounce. Okay, I got 3 extra in the tube. Now the tubes, sometimes they make them so that they'll take a roll, which has, you know, the little end crimping, which you'll have one at the bottom, one at the top. Okay, so that's probably right. I'm probably shorting her 3 cents on each one. No matter. She's really forgiving, I hope. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more, and we'll check her out. We'll look at her stuff. Dang, I missed it by 2. Yeah, but each company that makes tubes, well, they have their own designs. Maybe it's off by a millimeter here, a millimeter there. That's 9 for Dana. Okay. There's a little hole in the bottom so you can give it a poke. That's my favorite thing. Dang it, missed it. Sound. Am I muted on the sound? That looks good to me. Okay, let's look at a few for Dana real quick. And where's my pen? Get this out of the way. There it is. These are Dana's. Dana Boy Leave. She's in Tennessee or Wisconsin or one of them places. All right, let's have a few out of here, huh? I'm going to take a look at a few. And I'm going to put them right back in the bag, so you'll have to find them. Okay, we're going to look at these. And what can we see? Now, these are 40s and 50s. We know that, right? They're going to be circulated. There may be some better grades. It looks like she got a couple of shiners in that bag, too. Let's see if we can make this zoom in right. There you go. 1948. 48. I'm always checking on the 40s. I look at that 9 in particular. Sometimes you get a fat 9. I want to look at the eyeball. See if there's any doubling on the eyelid. And I like to check Liberty. You see anything here? I can't see a thing. The computer's like a mile from me today. Okay, we'll just look at it like this. Okay, Liberty looks real tight. Come up here, have a good look at In God We Trust. And they're circulated. You're going to have some grime on occasion. You get a little bit up here, right at the edge. Pretty much the same sort of thing you got at home. Okay, on the back, I want to look at the dots and EPU. Pop out the chat. I tried that, and it really screwed me up, man. I'm going to have to stick with, you know, the regular simple stuff, because I'm not a techie guy. I do coins. Okay, that one looks fine. We'll put that in the bag. What's this next one? Now, we know the 40s and 50s. That's what we expected to find. You got 1956D. And if I can focus on that, that'll be a miracle, wouldn't it? Because I want to look at that mint mark. 56D has a couple of stronger mint marks. All right, let me hit that with a stick. There we go. And is anything going on that lower side of the strip? I don't see it right off. Jessica Johnson picked up a bag of these wheats from Tim Rathjen. And she found several RPMs, some buy, some die shifts in the buy, and she's still going at that. She got that young'un she's looking at them with. And they're tearing it up. And this looks okay to me so far. Now, I'm probably going a little bit faster than Dana or anybody else would, because I'm on a time limit here. We got that, because we got to get through this whole bag tonight. Gosh. Okay, Liberty looks nothing great here. This one's kind of worn. This one's been around for a little bit. What would you say the date is looking at this right off? By the way, that could be anything. And it's a 1945. And the date looks right here. What is a buy error worth? I've sold them for $1. I've sold them for $10. Depends on the condition, of course. 30S, says Logan. 30s. These are going to be 40s and 50s and circulated, and P's and D's. And that's what these bags have nowadays. But the buy errors, it's going to be a die chip somewhere in Liberty. They call it a buy because, and we hope to find one, there's typically a die chip right between the B and the E. It goes from the top to the bottom. Could be a part of it, just a section of it. But when it's the full sausage, it looks like BIE. Let's look at the eyeball. Okay. And check out trust. There we go. I don't see anything that jumps out right off. This bag is 40s and 50s. You're not going to find them with much stuff before 40s. If you do, they're going to be junk. They're going to be crap. Seriously, it'll be cull, damaged, screwed up. They got, warts. They're going to be crap. Seriously crap. Nothing in there. People see these big bags, their eyes get big, thinking, I could find like 17 1909 SVDBs in there. You're not going to do that. This is what you're going to find. You're going to find comma dates, circulated, right? You'll find one every now and then that's screwed up. It's bent or got a hole or something in it. But most of them are going to be what you find in pocket change, right? What would you think a struck-through error on a statehood quarter is worth? Oh, a couple of bucks. Strike-throughs are kind of common. Now, it depends on where the strike-through is, how big it is, how clear and crisp. If you can identify what it was struck through, that drives up the value. But a couple of bucks. Most of these circulated bags you go through, the coins, the neat ones, they're good for $1 or $2, maybe $5, right? Every now and then you find somebody, they got a wham, a real nice one, and it's good for, maybe $10, right? Then you got some, oh geez, how many coins have we seen in the coin up group that have been worth more than, $5 or $10? What's going on there? That W looks kind of strange. The G look a little thicker than normal. All right, you're gonna have to take a look at that. But most of them are, $1 to $5. Let's see. Greg Smith found that 92D close AM. Okay, yeah. That's what do you get? $1,200 for that? That's nice. There's that lady who found the 1969 S double die number 1. Okay, now you're talking several thousand. That's kind of nice, but that's 2 in the past couple of years. Maybe 3. 2 or 3. Well, whatever it was. I'm looking at the pluribus and I'm thinking that's a bit thick on the U, but the dot looks right on. Okay, let's look at the rest of this real quick. I'm not seeing anything special. That's a bit of squish mark right there. What's the grade on this? I've got most of the lines are pretty clear, but a little weak in spots, right? I want to see a second line on the outside right here, right? I should have a split here on this outside, if I want to call it XF. Otherwise, this is probably very fine. I got good separation between the cheek and the jaw, right? I've got there's a smile line. This is VF, and probably on the upper range of VF. I got a little bit of wear here on the tie. Okay, front of the vest and shoulder. And that's normal for VF. So you got 1944 VF. That's not too bad. And you put together a decent set of VFs. But coin roll hunting, most of your finds are going to be, $1 or $2. Another 1945. Would they make 1 billion of these? You get a little bit of damage there on his shoulder. Okay, In God We Trust. Looks like some doo-doo, but it looks like a normal In God We Trust. All right, look at the back. Reposting LOL. Ken, do you sell the coin counting tubes? No, I'm out here in the woods. I don't really want to get into wheat, bulk wheats either. I'm doing this for fun because, well, it's a learning experience too. Uh, because it's 30 miles back or down to the post office and back for me. If the post office was across the street, it might be a different story. But tubes, they take up a lot of space. A lot of tubes takes the shipping is the bear on those. Some like these the books. Yeah, I got no problem with the books. The flips, I got no problem with the flips. But you start getting into the bulk, I want to shy away from that right now. Maybe I'll get into it one day, but geez, you want to get tubes for a good price. Look up used tubes. Okay, we're gonna look at this real hard. Look up used tubes on eBay. You can get them for $2 for 100. But it's 18 bucks for shipping. Seriously, they nail you on the shipping. Now, let's look at this. What's that girl's name? Jessica Johnson and her son Tyler. They were going through 1955 Ds, and what'd you get? 2 of these out of there so far. So I'm going to look at this real hard. Okay, I'm going to put the focus up just a little and then tilt the coin into focus. And that sometimes helps me find some things. There's different tweaks you can do. Okay. At top of the 9, top of the 1, that looks like a contact. Now, take a look at the rest of the coin. You see a lot of contact marks. Where this thing's been, passed around for 30 years before it got pulled out. And the mint mark looks perfectly normal on this one. Okay, no matter. Let's find the focus again, so we keep on going. Liberty, right and tight. Do we look at the eyeball? He's good. What's going on in the eyeball? Okay, I'm going to guess that might be some debris under there. The camera's good, but nothing will beat your eye and a loop, right? This camera is going to give you 2 megapixels. Your eyeball is going to give you 500 megapixels. So don't rely on the camera to find everything. There's some luster on this one. Yeah, she did a decent set. These aren't bad at all. I've seen some really just god-awful bags. I've probably gone through, 30, 40 bags over the years. And some have been just, junk. Somebody took all their crap, all their culls, all their nothing, and just dumped it. All right. Back in '85, the bags were sweet, too. You could find all kinds of stuff. And you could fill up, most of your books on those. We'd be sending an invoice for the 1,000 that I requested. Phoenix, I've got you for 100, and I sent an invoice. I can't do more than 100 because everything's spoken for. How we can do that? Okay, I may have dropped a 0 on you. Wow. Or what we could do, I've got somebody who will take that 100 and we can do another bag of these on another day. Otherwise, if we want to go to 5,000 of them, just get them direct from Tim. What's going on here? And that's interesting. Okay, let's find the date. What are we talking at? That's a 1942. Date looks right. It's a P. Let's look at his eyeball real quick. Okay, so if you don't want the 100, Phoenix, just don't pay the invoice and send me a note and say, I don't want those, because it's not a problem. If you want 1,000, I can probably do another show. I'm charging what I'm charging people for this batch. 100 is $7.81, which, if you do the math, is $185 divided by 50. There's what, $4 in shipping in there, and I added for the 30 cents plus 3% PayPal, right? Because this is just for fun. We're getting these wheats out to you guys just to see what's in there. I want to look at that B. All right, now what we got going on here? See that line in the eye? That tells me that I've got damage right here. Okay, it might not have anything up here in the field above it. I don't see anything but, okay, there's a dig over here. All right, but this looks, I would say, to be damage rather than some type of error. The B is flattened. I'm moving the toothpick across here, and there's not as much relief as there should be here. This is a damaged coin. Not too bad otherwise. You have 100 left. No, right now everything is spoken for except for Phoenix Van Life's 100, which she wants 1,000. What do you got here? There's a mark on that one. There's a dig. Okay, well, it's a 1942. That one's, circulated. We'll get that away. What kind of dates? These are going to be 40s and 50s, Bill. What do we got here? 1952. Get a little dig on the rim. Date looks normal. Let's come up here and look at the eyeball. He's good. Trust is good. And Liberty is everything you expect in Liberty. Okay. Yeah, most of your wheats that you get in bulk will be 40s and 50s. This one ain't too bad. Now, Tim gets his stuff from dealers, all across the country, right? Puts them all together. These probably went through his machine. Ooh, look at that. Do you see what I'm seeing? I got some distension on that dot. Either it is machine doubling, which has flattened it on one side, and that would be the top side, or it is it's a great sign of doubling going left and right. So that's going to get my attention. Over here we got a die crack going through the N and unum, but I don't have any additional thickness on these letters. Let's look at the tips of the wheat ears. Okay, we got some mangling going on here, so this is going to do nothing for me. But I don't see any damage on that dot. Let's look in the left side again. No, nothing on here as far as extra thickness. Oh, look at the top of the B. This is a good learning experience. You see the top of the B and the top of the I? We're going to zoom in here. This is die deterioration. And you'll see this from time to time. And if you can identify it well, it'll save you. There we go. We get a little mechanical doubling on the left. Let's see which ways. Between the R and the I, on that side of the R and I. Yeah, I'm backwards to you guys. That's my right hand. I'm pointing left. But I see it. Oh, to heck with it. I'm no good with directions either in my truck. Okay, look at the top of the date. You see these little horns? When the dies come together with a coin in between, with a planch in between, you got metal on metal just grinding past each other. The metal flows, it dips into the devices in the die, comes back out, and that's where the wear occurs. And you get these flow patterns that will oftentimes, especially around the edges, where the distance from the center is greater, you get these little wear lines that look like horns. And that's just die deterioration. But I don't see any other evidence of doubling. Here you've got the extra bit to the side of the I, to the side of the R. That's consistent with machine doubling. Yeah, that's what that looks like. So I don't see anything special in this. There's a bit of a scrape on the E. Let's go down and look at the bottoms. This looks, what's that? That's the split E variety. Look at the stems. All right, I want to zoom out, see what we're seeing here. I'll take the 100, and I want the 1,000 next time. There you go. Okay, yeah, everything's spoken for today. Now, we're looking at that close up on the zoom, and it looks like the thing's destroyed. Well, you got to realize that's a lot of zoom on that coin. You zoom out, okay, yeah, took some contact mark on the E. The rest of it's not too bad. It's not too screwed up. That's probably VF or XF. I'd give that one XF. And it's got a rim ding. Okay. It's a circulated coin. That's about what we expect. Let's have a look at this one. Where to go? Where to go? Where are you? Okay, a little bit pushed in on the top rim. I bet you they smacked the roll to open it. Don't do that. 1946. And we got to get in there and look at that. Is that a D? No, no. Give me a cotton glove. These things have been handled. I mean, by the entire population of Missouri. Everybody. They pass it from one person to the next. Let me try to get this glove on here. Okay, and I got a piece of cotton right here. And what you get, people sweat, they're eating a candy bar. And you get every bit of society's grime on these coins. Now I'm just going to wipe this one time. And you'll see what looks like a D is probably just a mark. Ooh, let me give you the toothpick first. That's probably just a mark where the that grime, I'm going to scrape it here just a touch. There you go, where that grime has been disturbed. Because you got one swipe, just a thin film of just society's grime across these coins. Now I swipe the right side of the coin, and there's a left side. All right, below Liberty, see how it's dull? I'm going to give that a swipe here, just like that. And now it's not as dull. And that's about as much cleaning on the coins that I do, really. Okay, let's look at the date. Looks good. Eyeball. Looks right. In God we trust. Normal. Liberty's normal. Now, we're only going through a couple of dozen here. So Dana's got a lot of work to do to check every one of these. And that's what we're looking at. Okay. Hole in the head. May of the coin. Where's the head? No, that looks pretty normal. You got a temple here. Right? That's a dark material in there. You've got a contact mark right here across the smile line. That's his famous ear. He had big ears. And you got, well, yeah, this looks like a depression, but I think it's just the way the color and the lighting works. We'll set that aside. We've got a couple more here to go through. We'll count up the next one. Lincoln Central, can you please tell me what caused the letters to look squished? Is that something that happens at mint or circulation? Most of the time, you can assume any change or any oddities in your coins are going to be as a result of circulation. Now watch this. 1946 is a good year for this. This is over here, you've got some die deterioration. You find this on 46, 53s, 55s, a lot of other dates, but these are the most common, where it looks like there's a second number, right, shadowing the first, and that's die deterioration. That's where the metal flowing into and out of these voids in the die, well, it's going to reflect the shape of those devices. There you go. And so a lot of times you have a shadow effect where the metal wears exactly following these flow lines, exactly following these devices. I don't see anything here. Let's have a look at the back. A little doo-doo there. Yeah, you got some wear on the ear. It's still within VF range. There's a neat one, I think. Let's wipe that real quick. You see this line? Okay, what is that line? Is that a contact mark? Could well be. But sometimes you can get them on the back where, most times in the upper right quadrant, you'll find these lines. It's the feeder fingers of the press, the China press. It feeds the coin, the planchet in, kicks it out. Every now and then it contacts the die, because these things wear out too, and leaves a mark on the die, and it's a feeder finger line. And I don't see anything else in this one that makes me scream. There it is. Yeah, there's stuff in here you never heard. Finger feeders. What? There's all kinds of stuff going on here. What's this one? That looks pretty good. Okay, guess the date. You got Liberty is solid. Eyeball is right. In God we looks pretty typical. And it's a 1957D. Okay. I got no chip in the B. And the 7's not too wide. I'm going to stop looking right there. That looks pretty normal. Sounds like printing. Pluribus is typical thickness. Now, a lot of these 50s, you're going to see die chips in the ears. They call it bugs in the wheat. They made a lot more in the 50s than they did in the 40s. Economy's picking up, you know. Look at this. We got an S mint mark. Good. And again, you can see the die wear on the edge of the 6, right? This little bit here, it's a poor man's double die. It's die deterioration. Let's see. Liberty looks right. The ear, trust. Okay. We better look at that S real hard. What's a sack of S mints go for? Now I really want to look at this S real hard. Okay, 1946. This is sans serif style. And I want to look at the top left of that mint mark. Dana, you might want to give this one some extra attention. There's a couple of different styles of mint mark used in 1946. Okay, I'm not seeing anything special about this one. Nothing jumps out. Until I get this focus going. Huh. See anything? Let's get dirty on this one. It's gone. Oh, I bumped my mouse. Okay, let's see. I got this thing in my hand now, so this is going to be very difficult to make this focus. But I want to look at the top left of that mint mark. That looks, when you're at this little level of zoom, it becomes quite difficult to maintain focus because I'm freehanding it. But I'm trying to find separation lines on the S. And they're not jumping out. At this level, they probably ought to jump out pretty well. Okay, I'll let you further look at that yourself, Dana. There we go. And we'll keep on going. What you got here? I got one more after this lined up for you. It's another 1946. I'm going to guess in that 1,000 you get a lot more dates than, you know, a few 1946s. This all looks pretty normal. This is decent shape. Okay. What you got here? Good lines. About what you'd expect for a circulated coin. Okay. I got a last one here for Dana. Because we're half an hour into it. And at this rate, it's going to take us, what, 3.5 hours to get through everybody? Good Lord. Another 1946. She looks pretty straight to me. Look at the Liberty. Look at the eye. Look at the trust. Up at the top, so we got some die wear. Okay, that looks good. Would not work too much heat. Okay, Dana, that's what I have for you is 1,000 darn wheats. That's what 1,000 wheats looks like. That's a group. Okay, home. There you go. That's 1,000 wheats. $10 worth. That look like a 40% of a box. Probably. I'm gonna set that right here. I got your name on it. Yep. And we get Dana done. We do Phoenix Van Life because she paid next. Okay. Where are we? Here we go. All right. I need a bag, but they're ready. And Phoenix. Yeah. X. All right. We need 100 for now, and we'll probably do 1,000 more later. So if you want to get in on one of these, we can probably do it again. Looks good to me. Open this up. I got 1,000 wheats. It's $50. $7.50 shipping. Now you can get them cheaper per count by getting the whole bag up at Tim. And you'll find a link to the Coin Up group down below. And all I'm getting there is a few bucks for my time if I'm going to, you know, count them out. Oh, they're sideways. Good. I get rid of this one. Okay, there's 100 for Phoenix. Yeah, but I'm starting to see, because they're getting 250 bucks for a bag of wheat. So I'm starting to see them broken down. They're saying, oh, you get 1,000 weeks for 60 or 70 or something like that. Well, it's still too darn much. All right, let's get over here, see what we got in Phoenix. We got a 1947. Oh, good, no more 46s. Date looks right. Huh. Yeah, that looks pretty normal. Check out the eye for any doubling or extra eyelid. Look at trust. Oh, are the ones highlighted in blue ones with videos? I'm not sure what you're asking, Denise. So I try to catch up with Chad, but they're probably talking to each other down there. 225 bucks for a bag of wheats? That's a bit pricey. These are, Tim, he's got it for 185. And this is what you're looking at. That looks pretty normal. Let me get a few here. Okay, what do you got this one? 1956. Pretty good looking, sharp. Some of these 56s, you get a little notch on the bottom of the 6. Pay no heed. That's a normal feature. Liberty looks right. Eye looks right. Trust, I'm not going to bother on the 56. You'll learn your way around these things if you check them long enough and often enough, and you know, go through how many? A lot. Mom can kick you out if you misbehave. We can answer your questions too. This looks pretty good. And good solid wheat lines. Let's see what's the date. 1944. A lot of 40s in this batch. Liberty looks normal. In God we trust. Looks right. Yeah, that looks good. He's for Phoenix. Here to help Ken so he can focus on the coins. God love ya. Start asking him trivia questions. T look a little wide. Now and then you get some wider looking numbers. Look for lines around there. 1946 again. Every now and then you get some flattening, like on the E and R here, for example. I always assume it's damaged first. Over here, what do you got? Ooh, look at the T. See the little horns on the S, the horns, and the U. It's just straight up. That's dye deterioration right there. Yeah. There's a little chip in the rim. What's the date on that one? 46. A lot of 46s in here. All right, let's do a couple here real quick, side by side. What's this one? A 56. Looks pretty straight. 51D. Anything in that mint mark? Nothing that makes me stop right off. Eye's looking good. Liberty's looking good. This is a typical bag. Now, you get these things and you say, oh, I want to find some dye varieties. And you hunt and hunt and hunt and don't find nothing. That is completely normal. Now, Manta Coins, you'll see his show. He goes through, you know, I made a box of $50. And if you get a hit, right, because he'll go through and search a lot of the dates. You get a hit, that's a big deal. These dye varieties are few and far between. Okay, 1956, right? What do you got? $1.5 billion made that year. A typical dye will produce anywhere from 50,000 to $500,000. So you're talking for $1.5 billion, 3,000 dyes. 3,000 different dies used that year. Here's a 1940. And that's if all the dies lasted a long time. But typically, the mint, once they find something wrong with their coin, they're going to stop production, get that die, and throw it out, right? It might replace the reverse die. It might reuse the reverse die. But once they see an issue, a die variety, they're gonna do something with that. They get clash marks. They're gonna pull that die out of service, repolish. They'll grind it right down. They'll polish the heck right out of it. What do we got here? A little blemish above the 44. Looks like a contact mark. It's not consistent with a hardening with a Rockwell test. Check the eye. There we go. See, the polishing is going to remove some of these, some of the little horns, some of the die wear, straighten it out. They dress up that die to make it last longer. Oh, LOL, wow. So much to learn. Is everyone watching this video also a member of CoinOp? A lot of them are, some aren't. They know I hang around at CoinOp quite a bit. And we probably get some new names here every now and then because I like to post stuff and CoinOp and they show up. Lemonhead, I try to clean my desk here. Have you seen my furniture polish? Lemonhead opened his package that he got the other day. You want to stop what you're doing and go see that. I'm going to look at coins for a while, count up another batch here. If you want to take a few minutes and watch him, I'll understand. Yeah, he had me rolling yesterday. Okay, we lost some. That's Phoenix's 100. And that's what we have. Home. There you go. There's 100 wheats. Okay. The kids love them. I mean, you never go wrong with a bunch of wheats. Who's next? Paula, you're next. Paula, are you in here? Wait for it. Wait for it. Maybe. Oh, snap. I think I have it, Ken. How am I supposed to clean my desk here? Had to go find a pen, right? I was going to use a pencil for stuff. Can't find my keys anywhere. It's tough being me. Let's get this thing ready. Okay, who's this? It is for Paula. P-A-U-L-A. Give me a P. P. Give me an A. A. Eric says, what is the email address you would like me to send as message letting you know coins are coming to you for attribution service? If you look right beside my head, you're going to find an email address that's KPV. Make sure you spell it right. There's another girl, she doesn't tell me if stuff's coming. Darn thing. But people send money and she gets it, and it's a big hassle. But that'll get you by. 1,000 apologies. I have to admit, for the first minute of your video, I thought Ken went off the deep end. Oh, I've gone off the deep end before. I think it's healthy to lose your mind at least every few years. Okay, there's one for Paula. Oh, we gotta get this ready to keep track. P-A-U-L-A. There you go, one. I have to start. We're open. Yeah. I mean, we're looking at pennies here. We're pretty much, you know, we're half screwed up to begin with. Trivia. In ancient Greece, copper was cast into bullion bars known as what? Copper. In ancient Greece. It was a Socrates. That's it. Maybe it was a Platus. There's two for Paula. Thanks, brother. That's what I was going for. Oh, competition's here. Good. Now we get started. We've been waiting. Last one. Now make sure you remind me to give Dana the bag. All right, we got jammed up in there, and we're free again. But geez, 5,000 pennies, that's a lot of pennies. Good, there's another 3. This is the kind of thing you can do with your whole family. You're late. And then cleaning up the pennies you drop is something else you can do with your whole families. Man, I need some coffee. Baby, can you bring me some coffee? I so need a sugar mama. I got some right here. I have to be my own sugar mama for now. You there? Yep. Chuck a couple out. And there's another one for Paula. That's 4 out of 10. All right. Now, you're going to get your fingers grimy. Guaranteed. I'll show you this glove when I'm done. These are circulated. They haven't been cleaned. All right. Nobody's won these for a washing machine or dishwasher or coin washer because there is none. And you wouldn't want it done anyway. So you're going to get, if you handle a lot of coins, a lot of pennies, you're going to get grime. And it's going to be just nasty black grime. There's another one. So I'd put down a towel a lot of times. This is a 4 mica surface on this desk. It works great. I guess they shut down a government auction, a government building or something. This went to auction, and well, some tenant got a hold of it somehow. They moved out, and I got it from the tenant. Good. There's Paula again. So these 4 mica surfaces are real easy to clean. You just need, some furniture polish. But if you don't have that, a lot of folks have wood tables, wood desks, wood work surfaces. Okay, lay down a towel. Because these coins will offer a lot of wear. These, the 4 mica surfaces will take a lot of abuse. Wood, well, the first thing to go is that layer of polyurethane, and after that, dude, pine, oak, doesn't matter. It's gonna wear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 to go. No, this is not 1,000 wheats. This is 500 wheats. Okay. Yeah, I gotta watch my math because I'm only gonna go through half a bag. I'll cut everybody out. I'll have half a bag left. All right, we'll fix that. Okay. There's another one. Yeah, these only hold 50. Any more? Yeah, I need 20 lines on this piece of paper. I'm going to be ready and send you some money next week. We do a lot on this show. We give away a lot of coins on the Sunday and Wednesday shows. And if you like, you can support the channel. And we take that cash you send and we'll turn it into the coins and add it to the big show and give it away. Works for me. You in? That's flat. But if you don't want to send cash, you can send coins. We get people to do that. And if you want to see what's going on with the big show, tune in on Sunday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. Yeah, I get 10. That is 500 wheats, not 1,000. That is 500. Dana, you got twice this coming. There, that's more like it. Schumar's here. He says, I've been cycling through a lot of 90% recently, but I'm carting up some VU early wheats tomorrow. Outstanding. Man, it takes a lot of work to cart up a bunch of wheats. Okay, we got some issue on the bottom here. Yeah, we're jammed here. All right, try again. The answer is harpoon. The Greeks put copper into a bar called a harpoon. I'm so far behind. Coin Finder just found a 43 steel in a Canadian box. I gotta get some of those. I gotta get a box of Canadian pennies. Man, they don't even make the Canadian pennies anymore. All right, next. Now another thing you can do if you don't want to count is weigh the darn things. But that's not as accurate. You get stuff on them, you get stuff wear will take off, you know, a quarter of the weight of your coins. Oh, you can't even see this. Here's what I'm doing. I'm using the counter, right? Put the coins in the top. Give it a tap so they flatten. There we go. And when it gets to the top, or actually when it gets to the bottom of this line, any extras are supposed to pop out. That's what all this noise is. That's A area. Still got my 12S pupils. There you go. Extra will pop out. Just like that. Another one. That's 12. There. Geez, I almost sent Dana 500. Trumpet tail. Winner is Rivendell coins. What do you win? Trumpet tail. That's the style of mint mark used on the 1946S inverted mint mark variety. Is that right? Is that the question? I'm so far behind I can't answer the question. I have to come up with a question based on the answer. Did you have a couple of hundred steel 43s, with many having the missing 4. Very nice. Ta-da. That's ready. Mark it. 13. I need to point this up more. Look, they can see what I'm doing. Look straight. Give Rivendell 110 coins. All right, we're jammed in here. There. Every now and then there's a disaster. I think it's recoverable. Let's do another one here. Nope, that's it. Can't right now. Need to fix the truck. Well, if you guys want to sell coins over here in chat, be my guest. Schumacher's got coins for sale. You still go through. We're going to go through wheats all night long. Right now, I'm counting them up for Paula. Then after that, we've got, let's see, Manta coins, Lauren Troutman, Bill J, Ray. I don't know which Ray. I think it's Ray Chow. There we go. They're flat. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 5 more. And one on the ground. Now, if it hits the ground, we're going to let it go. And the last person in is Mantic. So I'll just take one off of his. And maybe I'll send something in. Good. 16. And a box of wheat rolls, around 34 pounds. About 34 pounds is right. Trivia, while Longacre was the original designer of the 2-cent piece, this other designer made modifications to the design in 1870. Ooh. Who was the designer in 1870? Charles Morgan, with his U.S. Mint empire just starting out. Now, Charles Morgan, he had a son, George Morgan, right? Charles Morgan was the mint director for, decades. Kind of his own little mint. Years later, his son took over. Let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 2 more. That was George Morgan. Maybe it was the other way around. Well, one of them Morgans, father and son, designed that Morgan dollar. Okay, so there was some skill involved. I'll give that much. But when the Lincoln cent came in, that was designed by Victor Brenner. He's not the chief engraver. So now you got a big stress situation, right? Well, the Morgans are essentially being cast aside because Brenner went to Roosevelt. He went through the back door, right? Roosevelt liked his design. He says, hey, let's go with this. And he talked to people, and they said, oh, you're right. They got the design approved. And that's one more. There. Anything coming out? Nope. That is 1,000 pennies. There. That's 1,000 pennies. Not that little tiny roll. Where's my camera? There you go. Not this. That's a half a bag right there. That's more like it. So there's a lot of animosity between the Morgans and Brenner. Because, he's casting them aside. Get out. You're nothing. But Brenner was full of himself anyway. His original design for the coin had his whole name on the back. Victor David Brenner. The whole name. Come on, man. This ain't France. Well, he learned in France and Europe. This CJ. Okay, let's have a look in here. We got some. What are we going to find? We're going to find this one. It's a 1953D. Looks like some weird damage going on this one. Is that damage or some stuff? No, that's some stuff. That's raised. Let's get the toothpick in there. Is it soft or hard? Oh, I think it's lint. All right. Okay, that's some kind of doo-doo. Don't worry about that. That's nothing. Okay, look at the mint mark. I don't see anything standing out immediately. Date looks good. Eyeball. Trust. Anything? And Liberty. Okay, the next one over here. We got a straight up Liberty. Got some luster over here. If you look at the around the rim, the hidden spots where it's protected. This would be in better shape, probably late 50s. Eyeball looks good. Trust, see little luster inside the R. It's protected from fingers. And that's a 1957. The 7 looks pretty good, kind of a normal 7, and no chip in the B, so we don't have to give that any extra look. Over here we got a 1950. Because they're not all 1946s. 50 looks right. Eyeball, date, okay. 1947D. Okay, what do you see right there at the bottom of the 7? See the little bit of horn, little die wear on that one. All right. Liberty looks good. In God we trust. Let's flip these over real quick. Hey, Maury. Maury could fix you up on the 18Ds. He's got a couple barrels. Okay, a bit too much wear here to tell. Once you get to fine, the level of detail is such that it's hard to really detect any die varieties. I think that was at 47. Let's look back at that. Yeah, I'd say that's a fine coin. 47D. We won't even look at that further. Unum looks good. Pluribus. L looks good. The stems look good. This is sharp. That was at 57. Okay. I'm gonna set these off to one side. I want to pull a few out of this. We'll go through this batch. The authoritative reference on 2-cent coins by Kevin Flynn. It's on the shelf behind me if you need to look at it. 1940. Liberty's good. Eyeball is good. Trust looks fine. Anything in the back? The 40s are quiet for reverses. That looks just fine. Hello, Mr. Ken. Coin Hunter Lopez has joined us. Okay, see the little horns on the top of that first tee, right? The little horns, that's die deterioration. We got a 1941. The fields are looking pretty decent here. That's probably a VF. See the separation, clear separation between the cheek and jaw. Bit of a contact mark there. Looks good otherwise. That's a VF piece. And these are for, well, these are for Paula. Get my card. I'm clumsy here. 46. Good and sharp on that one. Really getting a good sharp 46. That's the chore. Lemonhead says, guess who got to hold a Foggio? Dude, I don't want to hear about this. This is a family channel. Don't be talking about that sort of thing. I was born in the 60s, all right? We don't know what that stuff is. That looks pretty normal. That's Vic. That's Vic's coins. That's Victor Raskin, by the way. Okay. Who won your giveaway? He had 5 entrants to a giveaway. Had 4 proof coins he's giving away. Some nickels. We're a lot of heavy on the 46s that I'm seeing here. Okay. There's a 58D. It's not the doubled. That's 58, isn't it? Liberty looks right. Face is good. Trust. I think he means Fujio. That must be it. That'd be Family Channel related. 1944. Look at the 9. Looks straight. The eyeball. Maybe something below that eye. Maybe some debris. Maybe it needs more attention. Paula, you're going to learn when you go through this box. I'm sure of it. There you go. There's die deterioration around that one. Set these up. We got a 1945. No, that 9, the bottom of it is flattened out. You see the contact marks? What do I want to see for doubling it? I want to see like a thumb, you know, on the lower part of that 9. But I got a lot of contact marks, which suggests that's not doubling on the 9. That's just flattened out. Okay, look at the eyeball, look at trust. And check this over here. Liberty's good. 1947. But this is the way it works with these circulated bags. They're common dates. Why would you pay $250 for a bag? Common dates. Well, they do. You could probably sell these coins for more. You can buy a bag from Tim for $185. You can sell them off, you know, for $50 or $60 per 1,000. Seriously. You know, you want to be close to the post office. You know, $7.50 shipping. They fit in a small rate box, a small flat rate box, and you can have a nice little side business doing that. Yes, I'm serious. There's an opportunity. I'm telling you about it right now. I'm showing you the source of the coins, where to market them, how to market them. And if you can make an extra $50 a month, yeah, that wouldn't be hard at all. Now, I don't know about you, but $50 a month is good money. For me, it's a hassle because I got a lot going on my plate anyway. And if I'm going to ship, you know, that sort of bulk, I got to make trips into town. And I don't want to make those trips. So I'll give you guys the opportunity. What is this? Okay, hard or soft? That looks like it's hard. It's not. Okay. I don't know what that is. Some kind of, what is this? Crayon? I don't know. Beats, here you go. Wear gloves when you handle these, Paula. That was gross. It's got something on it, some kind of doo-doo. Okay, 45. Fairly standard looking 45. I don't see anything as I. No buy. A 44. I got a Nike scratch. Good shape on this one. And the 45. Okay, that's a got some doo-doo on it there. It's not quite the same super black coal tar doo-doo as that last batch. Last one. Okay, this is better. What do you say? 56D. No, 42 in pretty decent shape. I don't see any swoops in the letters. Eyeball looks good. A 47. Okay, let's finish up with those and move on. Now, Paula, there's, 980 more in there that have not been looked at. So you're going to have to give that some work. Let us know what you find, of course. We'll set that right up here. Let me go back home. I'm going to take a moment because I've got to head to the reading room and look something up. Yeah, that's it. It's that time. What year was a single squeeze hubbing press invented? The press? Oh, I'll be back. All right. Baby, can you bring me some coffee? Oh, thanks, baby. And you hate me? We don't even know you yet. Give us a chance. I had to go potty. I had to go to the reading room. Okay, where are we? We're going to add Dana. We're going to add to Dana and get her fixed. Okay, I'm going to dispense with the glove here for a bit. And we looked at Dana's. Oh, gosh, we're not even halfway through here, and it's 11 o'clock. We're going to have to step it up a notch. Way to make this, work. There's a lot of pennies in here. Yeah. Okay, where's the pen for Dana? Okay, I got Dana part 2. Dana part 2, there's one. Gosh, how long does it take to go through 5,000 pennies? Just counting them. I haven't counted to 5,000 in a while. I mean, I get on here and watch SJ's show or Mantic Coins or something. you know, for 2 or 3 hours. I'll roll up 20 or 30 bucks worth of pennies. If you go through each coin, right, even if it takes you only, you know, 10 or 15 seconds per coin looking for die varieties, that's still, I mean, a few days into it. There you go. There are a lot of coins out there. Now, just because they've been picked through for dates doesn't mean they've been checked for die varieties. This is where these bags really shine. Years ago, yeah, you could find all kinds of dates. Nowadays, die varieties. If that's your thing, it's full. You'll find them still. Minnie showed up. Good to see you. I'm going to be a mailman. Good. Is anyone here from the St. Louis area? I had a buddy from college from St. Louis. I think he's still there. Not college, St. Louis. Start over. Now the trick to using these things is bounce the coin in here. You don't want to throw it right in the slot because that's when it gets caught. It gets stuck in there sideways. Make it bounce. It'll work exactly as designed. There you go. He was dreaming. I want to be Ken Peavy when I grow up. I'll be a lion tamer when I grow up. Arr. Or a pirate. Arr. What is going on? There. That's straight. Couple more. Good. I'm going to be a grumpy old man when I grow up. I get a good head start. I'm a grumpy middle-aged man. Where there's a notch or two design. How are these continued? I get two nice standing quarters. Oh, very good. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Three more. St. Clair County. St. Louis? A lot of saints in St. Louis. Oh, good. Two more. South Missouri. I'm in South Swamp. You go to Yoki Finoki, I'm at the bottom. Is that? Yep. So you tip that, put your finger in there to hold it. Then you tip it upside down and everything moves, everything slides, and nothing's stuck. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one right here. And that's 2 done. Hey, Phoebe, I got your package. Now, CJ did a thing. He did a coin holder for Mantic Coins, had Mantic Coins logo printed in it. I said, geez, that's neat. But what if, oh, where the heck these things go, right? I know I got some here. Is that it? No. What if you did it with one of these? Huh, you know, the acrylic holders. Well, that black thing comes out. What if you could take that out and put a company logo in there, you know, so Mantic Coins, and you could have it where the coin is over here on the right or something, or all kinds of different ways. But that's a slick use of a 3D printer, I thought. So I shipped him a couple of those just to try out. Why not? It'd be fun. So yeah, I'm gonna watch that, see how that works. I get all kinds of different materials now. Those 3D printers. I can barely get this damn old inkjet printer to work. You kidding? Okay. There is the last one for Dana. Dana is done. We're just waiting for the bag now. Oh. Okay, next up on the list, who do we have? I got Lauren Troutman. Lauren, are you here? What's your screen name, Lauren? Can I please be a mod? No, we tried it temporarily, as you recall. Okay, we'll try it for a little while. And somebody got booted out, and I didn't like that. So I took you off for a little bit. I think we're gonna hold you off for now. We got Lauren. There we go. Nope. There's the zip. Good. Here's Lauren. And Lauren has 1,000. Is that right? Here it is. 1,000. I'll make a note. And start counting them up. Gosh, this takes forever. That's 2,100. We're not halfway there. Okay, we'll keep going. Ken, I need a few cents. We got a few cents. These are all spoken for. These are long ago spoken for. I spent the last 3 weeks trying to find some wheats. They're 250 bucks. I see bags, they start at a penny, and they go for 230 bucks plus shipping. No, they're terribly overpriced. Right? They're picked as well as these as far as dates. I guarantee it. I've gone through enough of these bags to know. Give me that band. There's one. But what you're seeing here is a glimpse of what's out there in the bag. 60 years later, they've been picked clean. There are new steels. You see any steels in these? I used to have a bag of just steels. I got them for a penny and a half or 2 cents a piece. Around 93 or so, replating them became all the rage. And everybody's snapping up all the steel cents they can. Rusty, no problem. We'll give you 6 cents. I sold everything I had. Made like 60 bucks off of it. CJ says, did you send me a complete set? I think so. Penny, nickel, dime, quarter, half. I don't have the dollar size yet, CJ. They're somewhere coming. The big and the small. Ken, why ask about St. Louis? Ginger's in the St. Louis area, I believe. Denise, where are you from? St. Louis area? Ginger, you got a friend. You got a cornhole hunting buddy. But anyway, the CJ, the 2x2 is still going to be 2x2. So just, measure your own dollar. That's it. 3. And then you can make those work. That's why there's a lot of plated ones. Yeah. They found they could market the darn things effectively, replated. There were companies putting out the sets of just the PD and S, or the silver coin, or the war sets, and they wanted some pretty stuff to make it, pretty. And they're putting them out in, supermarkets and retail stores and convenience stores, whatever. And they're selling them for like $1.95. That was a big deal back then. Even. So they bought up they bought up millions of the darn things. Oop, give you a check mark. But they were already rusted anyway, so it was not a problem. Check mark is 5. chrome holds up because they're not circulating anymore. Back in the day, of course, when the steels were circulating, that zinc plating would be damaged quite often. You'd end up with a lot of these, rusty steel fence. Bags and rolls of the darn things. Yep. So they said, let's recondition them. They got all these chrome bumpers from the cars from the 50s. And they got sold everywhere. You can open a magazine without seeing, steel cents. Good. I've only dropped about 10 of these so far. Yeah, but they had war nickel, steel cents, throwing a dime or something. I used to get steel cents when I was young. I still play with the copper cents all the time. One too many. Looks good. Would chrome be a better plating metal for cents? Chrome's easy to work with. It takes more voltage, but it has a great shine, a great color. Now with chrome on copper, it will have magnetic properties, whereas zinc on steel will also have magnetic properties. Okay, but regular copper is it responds to a magnetic field, but it's not magnetic as a ferrous metal would be. So those reconditioned cents, well, yeah, they're magnetic, of course. Of course, it's steel layered with zinc, then plated with copper. All right. Yeah, that's going to be magnetic, or layered with chrome. But they come out shiny. Some companies, they clean up the old coins real good. They soak them, they run them through a mill with some abrasive or something. And some companies that did this, they just plug them in right away and plate them as is, and you get these rough, terrible job coins. All right, dump them. Try it again. So a lot of times you can tell if a coin's been replated. It'll have a piece of lint or fuzz or rust that's been plated over it. So you got all these blemishes on your coin. Or it'll be a worn coin that's been plated. So picking out a plated coin is pretty easy if you know what to look for. There you go. That's half of Lauren so far. Keep it going. The chrome, no, chrome stays nice and pretty. Chrome is not as blue as the zinc. The zinc is definitely a more blue color. I used to play with dimes. I used to play with dolls. G.I. Joe. And the Kung Fu grip. The ones that have Littleton on them are plated. There you go. Littleton's a big company for that. Littleton, you get on their little list, and they'll send you coins. And then they send you a bill a month later if you don't send it back. So you get on their list, they're going to send you coins, and then you got to spend money to send it back, or you get a bill. No. I think that's an unfair marketing strategy. It places a burden on the consumer. But they moved a lot of coins, right? They took a lot of second-rate, more common, low-grade, low-cost coins. They sold them for a premium. But they did add a lot of collectors. They got a lot of people interested in collecting. And that is highly valuable. So they did a service to the hobby, if not to the hobbyists. I have a nice set of AU, not plated. Glad to hear that. More corrosive than copper, so useless for cordage. Yes, chrome is a softer metal as a plating. It'll rub off. Now, solid chrome, yeah, that's fairly hard. It's also fairly heavy. Good. There you go. But to measure it, a spectroscope would work. You can measure the specific gravity of the coin, but typically, if you got a good experienced eye, you'll be able to pick it out. So if you look at the steel penny, if it has Littleton on it, that means it's been plated. It would support the idea that it's plated. What you're looking for is that shiny gray penny, not blue, gray, and a great shine to it. Then you look close at the detail. You look at the fields. Does it have bumps and ticks and little pieces of lint that are equally shiny? Look at the detail. Is his face flat and shiny? That's a good indicator that's been plated. Ooh. I don't know how they've been in business for 40 years. Innovate. They probably got people who've been on their mailing list for 40 years. Nope, it's not Galvano. You're going to take the Galvano coin dragon and reduce that image onto a die. What's the machine that does that reducing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more. I'll get some puzzles. Oh, my hands are going to be filthy. Yeah, I'm going to have to wash my hands before I eat ice cream. Or use a spoon, one or the other. There you go. Now, where was that reduction lathe created? What city in Europe? Good. There's so much stuff to know about just coins, just pennies. You could talk about them for days and weeks and never run out. I like ice cream. It's making me fat, though. I gotta stop. So I cut back on the ice cream. One, 2, 3, 4. One more, and we got him. Whew, good Lord. Are you keeping count with me here? Paris, correct. That's as far back as I heard. Maybe it was done earlier somewhere else, but I understood that the reducing lathe used by the mint was designed by a guy in Paris. Yeah, Janvier. And later he did handbags. Handbags and reducing lathes. Okay. That's 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay. That should be Lauren. Set this aside. Let's go look at what you got here. Oops. We got the name on the bag. Okay. Let's grab a few of those out and have a look. We'll look at these. Okay. Scope it. We'll put them down on here. I can do 4 at a time easy enough. There we go. What do we got here? What do we got? We got a 1950. And a decent looking 1950. He's got a gouge in his shoulder. Liberty looks okay. Eyes right. In God We Trust is good. Here's a 52D. I don't see anything on the D that would give me reason to look further. Liberty looks okay. Got some doo-doo in there. Just a little bit of grime. That looks okay. What do we have here? 1950 again. Liberty's right. And another 46. Okay, you see the second rim? Watch this. This will go about halfway around. And it'll taper off to nothing. There we are, up at the top of Trust. Let's go straight down. Okay, it's pretty much gone there. Starts right about 5 o'clock. Now we'll look at the back of that as well and see if we have that same look. That's about 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Okay, that's all right. If I see that same bit on the back, then it's off center. But the back, well, that's pretty even. This tells me I've got a misaligned die rather than an off-center coin. So if the coin is off-center, it'll be, it won't be lined up by the dies. It'll be kind of out here. And you'll have a really thick rim on two sides of the coin. If it's only on one die, the coin's lined up with one die, but the other die is off. It's misaligned. Okay, so let's look at the backs here. A lot of people see that and say, oh, it's off-center. No, it's not really. And off-center, if it's off-center far enough, is also going to be struck out of the collar. So it's a bit of a blockage, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? That's that 1950 looked pretty good. Okay, I'm not seeing anything to jump out at me. We'll set those aside. It's called a dang it, I wanted an off-center. Dang it. Dang it, I wanted a $20 St. Gaudens. What do we have the next batch here? We got a sideways 1946. Looks right. Eyeball looks right. Nothing on Liberty. In God We Trust is pretty normal. Let me straighten this out. There we go. One below it looks like it's got some damage to it. Yeah, it's a little mangled up. You'll get some of these. It's ugly. But it goes in there. Nothing you can do. Well, keep on going. Now, if you get a lot of these, right, in a bag, send it back. Typically, you don't get too many of those, but you always get some. What you got here? 41, 45. That one's closer to fine. Let's look at the backs. You got some grime on the back of that 40. Yeah, that's probably verdigris, which is actual corrosion of the copper. That's fine. You're missing some of the detail the wheat ears is wearing off here. That's that 41. Oh, 41. Is that right? I'm going to give that extra attention here. 40. What'd you go? Right there. 41. I want to give extra attention, especially to the word trust, and in particular, I want to focus on the T's. There are some double dies on the 41s. I mean, it's minor, it's tiny, but you can find them. They're out there. It takes probably more attention than I'm going to give them on this particular show. This is that mangled. Well, the back looks okay. The front's all screwed up. All right, those in. Line up a couple more here. While I'm doing that, I'm going to grab this coffee. 41 also, you get some a propensity to find woodies. And that's something to keep an eye out for. Okay, here's a new date for us. We got a 48. 48 is a quiet year for double dies. But we can check anyway. 45, date looks normal, eye looks normal, nothing on Liberty. Okay, I want to give that a look. This 46, if I go down and look at that E, at the bottom of the back side of the E kind of sticks out some. I want to take another look. Okay, there. See, here I've got just a bit of a contact mark on that bottom of the E. But when I see it kind of sticking out, I want to give it another look. This one looks pretty sharp. We got some good luster here. Liberty is right and tight. The eye looks good. It's a 58. It's in better shape. Okay, you got some red on there. Yup, if you don't have a one with some luster in your book, you do now. That's that same 58. And the dots are equal and reactive. Okay, here. I had a little scratch on that one. That's the 45. Okay, nothing I'm seeing stands out. I like to find something, by God, even if I'm only going through, a couple of dozen for you guys. But this is a numbers game. Hunting for divorite is all about numbers. You need to go through a lot of coins to find some stuff. 1951. With a little hair on it. That's gone. A little bit of his nose. Liberty's right. Oh, that's the top one. See the bottom one here. 1950. Just a splash of luster here. Eye. I'm going to touch that with a Q-tip right here at the eye. Oh, give me a different Q-tip. That one had the doo-doo still on it from Paula's. Coffee time. That's so much better. Okay, whatever it was seemed to disappear when I touched it. Let me give that a light. Not seeing anything. There is a bit of something right above the eyelid. Can you see that little dot? I'd have to shave this toothpick. And you're going to have to look at that one more and determine if that is something. First, you're going to have to find it. Maybe. Now, see, I've got a bit on the nose, a little contusion. I've got some fine scratches and divots and marks. These are pretty darn fine. That's the head of a toothpick. Yeah, I'm going to say that's probably nothing just because I got a lot of other stuff around this coin. Okay, keep going. 1952 D. D looks like it's been filled in. Is it doo-doo? Or did it break off? Eyelid looks right and tight. Liberty, sharp and clear. And a 44 for you. Keep it going. I got 5 more out. God, my hand is filthy. If it gives you trouble, going through coins because you get filthy, put on a pair of them latex gloves. They don't cost nothing. Just make sure you get them that don't have powder. Get them powder free. 56D. Now, there's a couple of very subtle, and I mean subtle, RPMs on the 56Ds. Let's have another 45. What do you think of that one? That looks right. Liberty, here we got this one. That's a kind of a filthy one, 1950D. Hi Ken, happy Friday. Hope all is well. Loving the live stream, says Black Steel Reserve. Thank you very much for joining us. Here's a 52D. Yeah, there's a mix of dates and mint marks in here. Liberty looks good. Now, what I did when I started was make a, just gather notes so I could, have some idea what I'm looking for each date. Oh, look, you got a 35. Good. Let's zoom out and see what. This is for Lorne. Now, typically, they should be 40s and 50s. Well, sometimes you get an older one. Way to go. That's not it. Is it this one? Yep, 1935. Let's have a look. Kind of grungy, kind of dirty, but I got some separation in the cheek and the jaw. Not particularly strong. Okay, it's in fine condition. I got some weakness on the ear lines over here. Yeah, these are starting to wear up some, but hey, it's a 1935 and fine. The rim looks pretty good. Got some grime. I could touch this and probably leave a mark. Let me see. Can I? Yeah, just a little line of some. I don't know what that is. It's the mystery doo-doo. You get that. Okay. Hey, you get a little bit better date in that one. Okay, Lauren, you're done. Let's go back home. And we've done Dana, Paula, Lauren. What's that one? Phoenix. Yeah, I didn't count that because there was only 2 rows. Next up, we have Mantic Coins. Mantic, you still here? He's asking questions. Yep. Now remember, Shay gets all the 50s. Adriana gets anything else. She gets whatever she wants. That's all the way that is. Okay, bag. Where's my pen? There we go. Here comes Mantic. We'll count to 1,000 for you. Oh, Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 3,100. We still got 1,900 wheats in here. I get the bottom of the bag. You get the little zipper on the top of the bag. That's what you get. But that's okay. When you say, baby, can you bring me some coffee? Baby shows up with some coffee. I have to go get the coffee. Okay, there, that bag's ready. Let's start counting them up. And take care. I'll be live Saturday, around 12 Eastern. Outstanding. Bill, what's your last name? It's not Jay, or do you have 2 things? What's your last name, Bill 457? I never did find out. Yates? There's so many Bills. I can't keep the Rays straight either. That's right. Have you seen our shows at all? Gold sinks to the bottom. Okay, Bill, we'll catch. That's Bill Yates. All right. There's one. Where'd my piece of paper go? I got Mantic here. Now, Mantic's got a show. He'll be on tomorrow night. He does this sort of thing, but he does it with $half, right? For $5, you can buy a roll. You know, the more rolls you buy, the better. At $25, you get a special coin. Whoops, let me move this. At $50, you get the big pick. Let me find my place again. There you go. So you're going to get 90% guaranteed. And he's giving away gold on his show. We're talking gold, right? Chinese Panda, $120, $70, $80 worth of gold. That's nice. I'd like to get there one day. That's kind of a neat thing. But also you get any of the NIFCs, proofs. And he's going to go through several of these dates looking for dye varieties. He does this every week. It takes a while because they carry on slow. There we go. But you have the bot, so you get Mantic coins. They got Mantic games. You can roll Mantic dice. It's a Mantic time, is the way that works. I'm going to fire up my OBS after Ken's Finito. That's Coin Dragon. Now, he was on earlier, but nothing played. How come? Coin Cat. That's what it was. Is that moving? Yep. Keep it going. Come on, move. All right, dump some out, try it again. Dump them all out, try it again. Every now and then they get stuck. You get a coin that's a little bit flattened, it can jam up this tube. You'll get that. Just, keep calm and carry on. There's Adriana. We got both of them. You must have one of them phones. Good. I miscounted one because that is 3. That's no $1. That's 3. That's $1.50. We can weigh them too. So when you get these things, count them, because I can be wrong. You should be, you know, within a few. It was like autopilot mantic coins. Sorry about the buttocks thing. I'm just here for the coins. Is it moving? That's moving. I'll send an invoice. That'll work. There we go. That's 4. Oh gosh, we'll get there. Now, I've done bags where they say, you know, 34 pounds, and I get more coins. Rarely do I get shorted on bags. You know, these things are, you know, you're giving away 5,000, you throw in a few extra just to make sure the count is good or right. I've had bags that are exact. Okay. That looks dirty. It is. There we go. Let's look at that one. This is the first one we're going to look at from Mantic here. Because, man, that's a dog right there. Scope. Oh, gosh, it's a dog. Sorry. That's what you get in your pick. It's awful. Ah, God. Here, I'll throw this one in to make up for it. What's this? Good. It's a 51D. Here, try it out. Yeah, that was a dog. Every now and then you get a dog in there. It's going to happen. But for the most part, they're not all going to be dogs. Yeah, people take them out and just spend them when they're that bad. What on earth is going on? We're getting this bag of wheat. We're counting them out. And we're going to look at a bunch. Now, people have prepaid for these pennies. And, well, your better half there, Shay, he said, give me 1,000. Okay. So right now we're going through and counting them, and these are going to be yours that we're counting right now. And I got this little holder here. That's what I'm doing. I'm tapping it so they land in there flat. When it gets up to the level, and there's the level, they fall out above that. Let's see if we can actually see that. All right. There, that one fell out. I'm going to put that in. Make sure it's right. There we go. Did I miss a mark? Well, we'll find out. Who's last on the list? Ray. Oh, Bill J. Did we do Bill? Okay, Bill J. and then Ray's last. Ray might get shorted by 50, but no matter. Mantic's got him. Call him and say, hey, we'll make it work. We'll make it right. But you don't have enough pennies. I have not gone through these pennies. That's what makes these special. I got the... I mean, you pick up a bag anywhere, and yeah, they've been sorted. They've been picked over 20 times in 20 years. Some of these bags have been picked over, you know, every 2 months. One guy picks it up. I went to where the hell was it? Down at Ponce Inlet, down here in Daytona. It's this out of the way place, and there's this one bar we used to go to. My buddy, he's gone now. But we used to go down there, me and him and his wife and this other girl, just have a good time, you know, hang out. And they got the dock there where the boats come in, they get gas and they buy beer, buy drinks, buy food. Then they go back out and drink and eat. And you get seagulls everywhere. You take a lemon wedge, right, and you throw it out. Seagull comes down, swoops it up, flies away. But he tastes it and he drops it because they don't like the lemon. And here's this lemon wedge falling through the air. Another seagull comes along, swoops it up, and flies away. And he tastes it, drops it, flies away. And here comes another. And one lemon wedge can keep a flock of seagulls, just up in the air for hours and hours. Well, that's what these wheat bags are. You know, one guy buys them, looks through them, sells them off. The next guy buys them, looks through them, sells them off. Okay, so how many times have these wheat bags been searched? God only knows. There is no record. Cruel? Hey, it keeps them fit. You don't want fat seagulls. Throw them a lemon wedge. Trim up the entire herd. That's what we did. Oh, they jammed. Temptation got the best of me. One more. There it is. One. Okay. I'm sleeping in the minivan again. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. They used to have dog houses. Now they got minivans. She doing a Cruella de Vil? Oh man, I don't want to get involved in no domestic disputes. I got a garage. I just sleep out there. Got a wood stove. I want to drag a recliner out there. Put in cable. At what point does it stop being a garage and become a man cave? Jar scene. Ta-da-da! Is this Lenovo, a gaming laptop, and long-lasting? Okay, we got 5, 6, 7, 8 so far. I suspect there's actually 9 rolls in there. I get to talking and all. And another one. Man, I seriously need better bandwidth. They called me up. They said, we can get you better bandwidth. And when you're saying your bandwidth is really terrible out there, I said, yeah, I'm paying for 12. I'm getting like 8. Oh, well, we can improve it. It's only an extra $20 a month. I said, I can't believe that because, you know, I'm not getting what I'm paying for now. Oh, we can get you to 24. Let me hook you up. And the line goes dead. Okay. Never trust the phone company. Line goes dead. They have no intention of helping me out. Well, do I go get the satellite? I'll be offline anytime it rains. I'm in Florida, so it rains every day. Someone might have a blue night tonight. Oh, it's a windstream around here. They're a nobody company. They're a Ma Bell takeover company, right? There we go. One more. That's 11. We're past the halfway mark. Count them out. The blue moon. I stop and go look, but I gotta count pennies. Okay, guys, gotta go take care of the old lady. See you later. Have fun. Take it easy, Victor. It's always good to have you here. Oh, we're close. Nope. Lost another one on the floor. I can have enough coins under this desk to buy a truck. I should just do like, you know, the desk searching. Well, let me mark that one. Just pick up some coins off the floor and see what the hell we got. I was just upgrading the video card. This is a Walmart computer, baby. We don't upgrade these things. It gets dirty, we'll buy another one. Boy, I'm due for another one because this thing's filthy. And there was 2 blue moons in January. What do they call that second blue moon? How do you have 2 blue moons? Isn't the blue moon the second blue moon of the month? You can't have 2 blue moons. That's impossible. It's the Sinatra moon. That's right. Fly me to the moon. 14. Lincoln Central Coins. Let's chat before you buy one. What are you buying? Accelerate. What's in here? This says Intel inside. Yeah, who makes this one? HP. I'm using an HP machine this month. Make your gal dinner move. Take your sugar mama to work day. Huh? What is that? That would be impossible. Sugar mama goes to work. Another one on the floor. Nope, it's on my leg. It's close to the floor. I can't keep this iPhone close to my chest, so I'm thinking of buying a laptop. Ah, you get the induction. Somebody calls you. Oh, yeah, you can't have that. That'd be bad luck. It's the copper. Yeah. That would be a dangerous thing. Who's after this? We got Bill J with 500 and Ray with 4. That's right. Man, I think I'd order the coins weeks before. Ray got a hold of me tonight. I found an 06 with a 16 written on it. With a pen, that's not a mint error. If you have a sugar mama, you ain't working. Yeah. Next one. 3 to go. I think I'm over on this one. Bingo. Hold your cards. We got a bingo. Huh? Yep, if there was an N and a G, mint mark, we could just pull coins out of the hat. Just had power go out after drunk driver ramping pole almost had a heart attack here. Well, be strong, Denise. FG is different on the PD and proof for every design update. Not normally. You might see it on a difference between the business strike and the proof strike, for example, right? But between the P and DNS, all business strikes, your design should be pretty much the same. There are exceptions. There are exceptions to every rule. I think they make the exceptions just to screw people up. Okay, last one here. Because it's the government and that's how they work. I was saying something else was blue, like a waffle. I think it's raspberry. That's what that is. Wow, Denise, hope anyone is okay. You're not without power for long. Yeah. Drunk driver, it's a pole. It'll be back up pretty quick. And that is number 20. Okay, let's take a look at semantics. Is that about the size as Paula's? Yeah, it's about the same size, but I think I got an extra one in there. We'll find out when we get to Ray. Okay, let's have a look at some of these. We'll set them right here. All right, Mantic looks at halves. I'm gonna have to look at a few extra pennies. All right, what do we got? We got the decent shiner right here. Okay, here's the board. Set them up here and let's have a look. And I'm gonna grab a little coffee here because I've been going for a couple hours. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Come back, come back. There, home, USB. And we got a 56D. See anything? What's that beside the 5? That looks strange. Where'd it go? No, that's just a little grime or something. All right, it looks odd from a distance. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Okay, check the eyelid. Check Liberty, real straight. And we'll give a look at Trust. Look at the eyelid. Look at Liberty. Still haven't found a buy error. That's a 49. Okay, and the 9s look right. What do we got? Eyeball. Trust. We're showing some wear on this one. Liberty, and that's a, where'd it go? 49D. Oh, good. But the late 40s are real quiet times for wheats. Everybody just did their job well. 1946 looks like some extra wear on the side of that 6. I bet you we got horns on the letters. See the on the T. Nothing there. Let's flip them over. I don't expect to see much on the back sides of these, but we'll have a look anyway. EPU looks pretty sound. Where'd it go? I gotta find it. Yeah. See a little bit of a motion down here, and that coin is off the screen. EPU looks right and tight. Okay, 4 more. White knuckling the pillow tonight. Damn it, man. I've been very fortunate in my life. Never married, no kids. Right? I get to eat all the ice cream. I don't just share any of it. And it's always my favorite flavor. Always. None of this maple walnut crap. You can't eat that. That's not ice cream. That's garbage. What is that? Butter brickle? You can't eat that. Take that back. Put that back on the... No. But I like butter brickle. God. Okay, we got some luster on this one. Liberty looks pretty good. We've got a 58D. Mint mark looks solid. Yeah, I pick up whatever ice cream I want. I eat it all. Right? I don't even use them. I eat it out of a box. Hog the pillow? You darn right. I got like 16 pillows on that bed, and I hog every one of them. If I don't like it, I just throw it on the floor. 46D, and that 9 looks quite thick. That looks quite thick indeed. Let's look at some more of this one. See, I don't memorize what's in there. There are thousands upon thousands of die varieties for Lincoln cents. I mean thousands. So you should familiarize yourself with what they look like. Okay, is that damage? Or is that some doubling here? I'm going to stick this one at flip for you, okay? What the hell are the flips? I had flips, I swear it. Okay, you can haul that out at your leisure and decide if that's something to look at. How'd you get cat hair inside the bag? No. Oh man, kitty, bad kitty. That one? Yeah. Okay, there. That might be something. Chances are it's damaged, but you're going to have to prove that for yourself. Let's look at the rest of these. Liberty looks pretty good. High is good. It's a 41. Let's give it special attention up at In God We Trust. That looks pretty decent to me. Okay, go with it. And the last one. Did we look at this one already? 1944. That's a normal 9. You compare that to that 1946 we just saw. I'm not saying anything remarkable about that. I was thinking Shanana. Oh, Shanane. Is that how you spell it? I didn't have TV in the 90s. I worked. I didn't have a sugar mom in the 90s, so I had to work every day. I worked in restaurants back then, so you know, I'm working every night. I didn't see like Seinfeld till the 21st century. Looks like a die chip on that T. That's a 1958 D. Okay, good luster on there. And a big die chip. Well, it's something. That's pretty minor. I'm not going to pick that out. We'll keep on going with these. I made a GIF. $10. The date has girth. Which one? Well, we done put them up already. You have to speak up. If you want to get my attention better, do the @Ken Peavy because it makes it orange and I can tend to see it out of my, my one good eye. 1944 looks right. There's a bit of a shadow on the bottom of that 4. Let's have a look here. Okay, just a little discoloration giving me that. Those look fairly normal. Yeah, got some dye wear on that 4. Okay, keep going, carry on. Most TV is fecal matter. You can't say that on a coin chat channel. Well, okay, we can say it on my coin cat channel. Yeah, it's midnight over here. All the kids are in bed. All right, where did we go? 1951 D. D looks pretty straight. Liberty's good. I looks good. 44. Look at the backs. Skater. I don't understand what that means. Frank, what's FFA? There's a dig. Moon looks normal otherwise. Seeing anything at all? Oh, I like to find more things. I don't think we've gone through 100 coins here under the scope so far tonight. So we're not going to find, one after another on these die varieties. We're just hoping for a chance. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, you like that one. That's a little bit woody. All right. First up, we get this 1940. See that light and dark stripe? That's a splash of wood grain in there. Oh, good. Little Scarface going on. It's Al Capone. Decent shape, and it's a light woody. It only looks like about a third coverage, and it's not high contrast. But people keep these things. They're nice. I love how you pick up on random stuff. Mantic? It's out there. There's a 1950. Straight up 1950. I'd like to find a buy at least. I get all excited about a buy. What's this one down here? A 1944. A billion of them. You'd think they have more die varieties. Okay, I'm going to pull that 40. What was that? Yeah, the 40. I'm going to pull that 40 out and stick that in here. And that flip. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to look at that one. That's ruined. Okay, what do we got here? 1951D. Looks decent. Down here, 56D. What was something about you got some really subtle double dyes on there. What's the blue pills? There's something blue. Okay, is it squished? Or is that a really, really fat back on that D? Let's look at the notches. Let's look at the edges. Let's look at the top serif. This one's hopeful. This one looks quite good. Somebody want to pull up Wexler or copper coins or something? And let's compare that top serif on the D to something over there. See if you can find a match real quick. The top serif. Corn-studded mud stick. I don't know what you people are talking about. I'm over here looking at pennies. You're talking about corn-studded mud stick. What's wrong with you people? Okay, this is a 1956D with a potential RPM. And I'm out of coffee. See if you can make a match based on this photo. You still have to do it by hand, right? It seems to be a bit of extra material below, kind of west and southwest of that upper serif. All right, I'll pick that out. I tell you what, I'll stick that in that magic flip. Yeah. If I'm seeing it, there's a good chance it's something because I've done this a million times. I'm on it. Okay, I got it in the flip, so it's set aside. 1941, color looks pretty even. We'll give it extra attention up here. 41's got a lot of double dyes. What do you got here? Some kind of scrape or? It's not parallel. I think that's that damage. Poo-poo platter. 1941, there it is. 1946. Let's see. Liberty's good. Eyeball's good. Trust is happy. The 51D is typical. Flip. Well, we got 3 we picked out for you as potential. 30 listed on copper coins. All right. Well, you can have an extra look at that. Really, look at your eye. Use your eye and a loop to identify these dye varieties and RPMs. It's going to give you a whole lot more information than even a good camera, which this one isn't. Okay, unum, dots are even. The U's look good. Man, get a little crud on this one. Get some, oh gosh. Okay, well, you get the good and the bad. What you got going on over there? Is that a caterpillar? Oh, God. I'll put that in there. We'll get a few more here, and we'll move on. One, okay, there's 4. Skip that one. Put this one in. Put it back on. Okay, it's the top right. Top right. There it is. Let me straighten that out. That's what I've got. I can probably get closer in. Okay, on the RPM, the first thing you check on the RPM is the position of that mint mark. Because a lot of people say, oh, I've got RPM number 2. Well, the thing is, for that particular mint mark, it's got to be, in the right spot. That's left, right, and north, south, right? It's going to be in that box. It's going to be in the same position. And if it's way over here, it's not number 2. You can have a very similar RPM, right, where it's twisted or something the same direction, in different places. One over here, one over there. That's a different dye. It has to be. Let's see if he's got anything yet. So mint mark position is critical, and it's the first thing to check when you're trying to verify an RPM. Okay, I'm going to give you that look. Let's look at these others here. That one's upside down. Okay, what do we got here? 1940. Kind of thickish looking, but it's got a kind of a line on the bottom of that 9, which suggests to me that that's just flattened out. Possum number 2, says Adriana. Where are you? Is that RPM number 2? Did we find something real? And it's a little bit squished, so sorry about that. And we'll let you verify that for a bit. I hope it is. You will find, if you go through enough wheats, you're going to find dye varieties, you're going to find RPMs, you find dyes, dye chips, you'll find that stuff. It's out there. But I can't guarantee or tell you how many you got to go through. to find it. It's not, you know, by routine. If you go through 1,000,000 pennies, you're going to find how many coins that have die varieties. But that doesn't mean if you go through 10,000, you'll get the same rate. You need a, you know, an accurate statistical sampling. It's close to 1 mm002. Okay, I'm going to put that in the flip for you, and you can verify that on your own. What's this cat hair? Oh gosh, I need that. Man, I need my furniture polished back. Okay, and that is Mantic stuff. And you might have an extra 50. I don't know. We'll find out. Because the next one, we got Bill J. 500 coming up next. Okay, Bill J. Bill J's a coin roll hunting machine. He is. Yeah, that feels about right. Yeah. We're within 100 of what we should have in that bag. Where'd my pen go? Oh, Christ. There it is. Bill J. What time we got? 12:11. I'm on break. No questions, please. I'm taking a break. Oh, thank you. I don't do the vamp, whatever you call that thing. That's tobacco the way God made it. Yep, in a plant in Miami. Looks like the Chinese space station is going to fall. It's coming down on Easter. It's going to hit the Easter bunny. Can you believe that? We lost that one Skylab. That landed in like an Australian farmer's backfield. Woke up his wife and she bitched all day. God damn it! Oh, it was it was on all the news. You had to watch it. Then they had that something fell into what, Great Slave Lake in Canada. I think that was a Russian. I don't know what it was. Maybe Mir. Maybe one of the cosmonauts came down. Who knows? Maybe it was just a big can of cabbage. Crikey! No, really, it landed in Australia. It's supposed to hit the Pacific, but I guess it met extra atmospheric turbulence or something, so it, you know, slowed it down a little earlier, and it landed in Australia. Some of it hit the Pacific. That's right, metal detect for space station parts. You could do it, like Texas is a good spot for some reason, but you don't really get space station. One day somebody's going to get hurt. Well, you throw enough stuff up in the air, sometimes it's going to come down. What's going on in Camden, New Jersey? They get a space station in Camden, New Jersey? I'm hoping it lands in my backfield. I'm going to sell tickets. It's all fun and games. So a satellite lands in your head. What was that TV show? Oh, the one of the moose. Northern Exposure, right? The girl, she's going out with this guy, and every guy she goes out with, Maggie O'Connell, every guy she goes out with gets killed. The first guy got hit with a satellite. Yeah, that always happens. They do in China almost every launch. Yes, I'm on break right now, Logan. I'm just a man. Best thing to happen in New Jersey since they invented rope. Boosters fall down on houses. In China, why don't they put it up like, you know, have a launch area on an island, perhaps, in the middle of the ocean? Well, that's the way they do things in China. 1890, was that the molasses flood? No, that was in Boston anyway. Okay, we're going to get to Bill J here. Open? I can't tell. There, it's open. Okay, good. Make sure we can get into that bag. Let's start counting. Bill J has 500 coming. Oh, good. We're close to the end, guys. It won't be long now. You know what the rabbi said when his hand slipped? It won't be long now. Just randomly picking a date. But New Jersey. It was fun back in the day when they had trees. City Rio, yeah. I believe that's when they made railroads to get people from New York City to the Jersey Shore. I've been to the Jersey Shore. Good area. A lot of fun. All right, drop some extras out. We're in. Okay, we're off. Here comes Bill J's stuff. But I do hope you find a lot of dye varieties. Jessica Johnson went through her bag, and she picked up several things. She got a couple 3-4 RPMs. She got some buys. She got other things. I'm sure there's double dyes. Bring us a shrubbery. And yeah, they're out there. I can't tell you if one of these bags may have nothing. Some of these bags may have everything. I got no way to know. Here's another one. Ideally, they'll all have, you know, several. That'd be the ideal. If I had a bag, it would have nothing in it. If you're going, I recommend Asbury. Asbury, New Jersey. Last time I was in Jersey, where did I end up? I had to pull over and use the, you know, reading room. Ended up, I took the exit, and after the Battle of Princeton, Washington's army went someplace and camped right after the Battle of Princeton. Now that's where I ended up. So I got to see, you know, some white signs and a few government park workers. Good. And it was a big open field is all it was. But it's a piece of history. Wish I had a metal detector. I looked for doubloons or something. Morristown. Monmouth. Monmouth. I think that was the town. It was just, you know, pull off and you could drive for like 4 miles. And I had to go, man. I gotta pull over right now. You've been there. You know what it's like. She's like, I gotta pull off the highway right now. Oh, God. Oh, screw it. Where's that Coke bottle from McDonald's? I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, then you hit a toll booth. Oh, Jesus. It's tough out there. The struggle is real. Coit's Neck. Monmouth sounds familiar. I think that might have been the area. Yep. But don't get off the highway in New Jersey. That's like the worst thing to do. Do it in New York, do it in Pennsylvania. But getting on and off the highway in New Jersey, dude, what were they thinking when they put that together? They couldn't plan out like everything else in the United States? No. New Jersey's special. That's 5 out of 10. Monmouth beer. Just spend more time in New Jersey. We get them off the highway, they'll spend their money. So we just have off-ramps. Much to the chagrin of everybody who lives in New Jersey who needs to use those things. Is that moving? Yep. Polly walnuts. Let me take a few out. All right, let's see what we got. Good. 6. They'll pump your gas for you in there, Drew. Well, you got that much going for you. Now, when I go north, because I sometimes do that, I drive all day. I get dinner in, like, the Carolinas. And they got some good-looking chicks there. And I always end up, you know, crashing for the night or whenever in Virginia. And they got some freaky-looking chicks in Virginia. Maybe just the off-ramp areas have the freaky-looking chicks. Nope, a couple more. Yep. Anyway, I go one more day of driving it up by my sister's house. She's south of Boston. Boston. I stay there for a few days. Eat her food. I'm a better cook, so they eat my food. There we go. I do the cooking. Down here in Florida, you pump your own gas. Georgia is a place to buy gas. They got the lowest taxes, like, in the world for gas and smokes. So take a couple of, anytime you go to Georgia, take a couple extra jugs and fill up on gas. That's what we always did. That's crooked. Why is it crooked? There we go. Something was in there stuck. Good. 8. California's the worst. That's what I hear. God, can we just, if they don't succeed from the union, can we expel them? You guys can go. We've had enough of your BS. Just, we're going to put up a fence around Mexico and you guys because it's pretty much the same thing. We're going to get a big saw and, cut it up and let you float out to sea. Can we do that? I mean, there are a bunch of freaks out there. What's wrong with them? That's a high-stress task. Oh, man, it scrolled up. I can't keep up with the chat. Keep the territory. Expel the California. No, let them go. We'll let you go, but take the land with you. Just go. Don't go away, mad. Just go away. What are they going to do? Attack us back or something? No, it's California. Now, we'll miss the sequoias. One more here. I'm ready to stake my claim for gold. In California, there's gold in them there hills. The fools don't deserve the great territory. I said Northern California is kind of nice, and I wouldn't mind stopping the coin bus at Slab City for, a few years. That'd be a great place to park. I hear it's warm in the winter, and I'd like to check out that Joshua Tree thing, see what that's all about. San Francisco. I hear that town's a blast. Okay, last one there for Bill J. We got you, Bill J. Okay, let's look at some. Where'd my card go? Right there. That's my card. All right, we'll set some. Can we see any of this? Let's set some right up here. Face up, and by God, I hope we find something this time. All right, Mousy, let's find a scope. Ready? Yeah. When I was young, I said, I'd like to go to California and stay, San Francisco for a year. And I heard the rent was like, $800. Screw that. What were we paying back in the day? We had a place, there were 5 of us. We were paying $500. 5 guys sharing an apartment, all right, around Albany, New York. We had mushrooms growing in the bathroom. I mean, not the good kind of nothing, just, mushrooms grow. Dude, there's a mushroom in the bathroom this big. Yeah, man, I've been watching it grow. You want to hit this? Here you go. I was intemperate in my youth. Looks pretty normal here. Okay, what's over here? Looks normal. Trust. Bill J, do you look for dye varieties? Bill J here, 56D. We just saw a neat one. Anything on this? We got some subtle ones on 56D. So we're going to go in close. I don't see anything that makes me say, ooh. Okay, keep going. 1945, 4, 5, 9, 1. Scarface. No buy. Anything on that 56 for a buy? Nope. Oh, I'm looking for a buy. Bye-bye. 51D. Nothing. Lots of contact marks on this one. Literally seizing ranches that have been in the territory since before they were territories of the U.S. because of that Franklin Indian burial law. Huh? Oh, that's where if it's an Indian burial ground, they get it back or something. Well, okay. They're conquered people. Conquered. The Carthaginians going to say, hey, we want some of our land back here. Go after the Romans. Then make a claim with the Pope or something. Man, I'm not really feeling the love here. Okay, try the next one here. Now, on the reverses, you get dye varieties on the reverses where you have doubling in EPU and the dots, or mostly on the left side, right, or mostly on the right side. Sometimes it's just the tips of the wheat ears. Sometimes the stalks will be a bit wider. How much for 100 flips? $100. No, wait. 100 flips is $8 with $3 shipping. All right. Now I can get 200 flips in just under £1. Right. And again, same thing. It's $8 a piece, $3 shipping. And actually runs a little bit better. But I've been doing, and I've got the boxes, but I don't have flips for a couple of days for it. So I have 3 of the red boxes, right, with 300 flips, and ship it for $33. And that's been working pretty well. But the boxes, I think, are going up, so I'll have to recount all that. But for now, it's still accurate, as long as I have the stuff. But you want these are the unplasticized. Where's my camera? There you go. And I was putting a band around them, and then put them back in the box to store. But well, geez, you know, you walk by it, the cat walks by it, gets all lovey-dovey, and then we're getting just too darn dusty. So I'm putting them in the Ziploc bags, and that's working a whole lot better for me, I think. Nothing I'm seeing. There's another one here. 1942. That looking a little thick on the top of that too. Okay, I need some. All right. If you need some, send me an email, because I'm not in the mode right now to keep notes. But you see beside my head, I've got an email address. No, looks okay. I'm not seeing anything on these reverses. The reverse dies are much tougher to find as far as doubling. Boy, that's a thick U. That really looks like a thick U. So the first one, and the L is a little, let's look at another. You need a comparison model. Here's one right next door. That's an advantage to having, you know, your coins sorted. Where the hell? Down here. Okay. Let's compare that U, because the reverses on almost all your wheats is the same design. See how thick that is? Let's look at the L, and the leg of that R, compared to these. Let me do this. Now, in 1909, you get 2 designs. Well, actually, I have 4, because you got the VDB and the non-VDB. Okay, thick U, yes or no? Well, I'm going to stick that in a bag for you. I don't know, is it squished? I'd have to put that under a loop, but I'm going to stick it in that flip for you. Maybe it's something special. You'll have to take a look yourself. Okay. What was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. New Jersey, that's right. So anyway, these reverses, they're few and far between. Oh, here we go. We got something. Look, we got something fancy. Okay, we got a Woody, we got a possible RPM. Now we have a lamination error, and it's not a huge one, but it's noticeable. Let's get that into focus. Hello, focus. Camera's getting hot. All right, is it just on this? Yeah, that's it. It's just a lamb. You get an impurity in the metal. Maybe it didn't mix right. Maybe there's something else in there besides just, you know, tin and zinc and copper. And well, as you roll it out, because it starts out as an ingot, this copper, and they just keep running it back and forth between ever shrinking rollers and squeeze it and roll it flat, and it stretches the thing right out into a long, long, thin ribbon, which they can then spool. But what happens when you have an inconsistency in the metal? Right, it's not sticking right to itself. It's not bonding to itself properly, and it ends up being a laminate. It peels away, which is what this issue is here. And well, it's not in a prominent position, which is too bad. You like to see it, you know, right across Lincoln's face, or running through the date. But it's a lamb. Okay, good. We got something real. There it is. The tin is rusted away. Things happen to these coins. Okay, let's look at more. But when you don't have that bond, The lamb's effect, and sometimes they can be pretty dramatic. I've seen them across most of the coin. I got some neat ones back here where it's peeled away and you have this giant piece missing. They're slick. Sometimes they're very, very fine. Just looks like a cat took his claws across a coin, and you got to zoom in to see it. Normal 45. There's a 44D. Okay. See that? You look at the whole coin. Down here, you got a mark. You got a line through the 4, or 9 through the D, and another one going up into the 4. And that's probably all one event that made all of that mark. But a lot of folks would look at just the D. Is this something on the D? You got to look at the whole picture and see what else. Look around the area when you find something odd. Here's a 1941. And a lot of times the area around what you're looking at will give you all kinds of information. Okay. Looks all right there. How's the eyeball? Liberty. What's the date here? 1940. Hey, get a little crud right there. Is it soft or is it hard? That's hard. All right, that's a touch of corrosion. E looks good. We's okay. Nothing on the eyeball. All right, keep going. We got a few more here. The last one is Ray's the last one. He gets 400. Well, that looks decent, kind of. Let me zoom up for this one. Got good color on this one. It's not quite lustrous, but it's some pretty good color. More of a very light. It's got a bit of luster remaining. Okay, well, look at the condition. Yeah, good separation on the cheek and jaw. Light detail, light wear. Got a few contact marks. Hi, everyone. I see we're coin searching with a man, the legend. There's Coin Op. That's Dustin. We call him Coin Jesus behind the scenes. Okay, you've got an XF Plus on this one. That's a 1945. Still not quite enough, to give it, dollar deal value, but it's in decent shape and the color's good. Yeah, we're going through a bag we got from Tim Rathjen, and people, weeks ago, I said, hey, let's get a bag, split it up, and take a look. Well, we counted them up, and we're taking a look right now. There's a 1941, so we can, have a look for die varieties and see what is in these bulk bags. So 1941, I want to take a good hard look at Trust, because 41 has some really, really bold double dies. I want to give this one a special look. Okay, I'm going to stick that in your flip there, Bill, and you can give that a look at your pleasure. Now, Dustin, he sent some coins in for the, we're going to give those away on Wednesday's show. I could open those right now. Here we go, Dustin Morgan. Let's have fun and open those right now while he's here. Home. Now, there was a car wreck. What was it, in Delaware or Maryland? There's a truck taking these planchets to the mint. Truck wipes out. Smashes himself up. All right. Those planchets all over, everywhere. I mean, it's just an ocean of planchets. I-95 in Delaware is where it was. And we got a letter here. Nope. We got to open that up. I mean, we're talking, tons and tons. Probably 50 tons. How much fits on a truck? 50,000 pounds? I mean, a lot of planchets. The truck caught fire. It was a fiery, crazy mess. Burned up. Melted the truck into the piles of pennies. He's got a couple of these, masses of just melted planchets with like aluminum siding in it. There we go. And we got 4 of these in here. It's a zinc planchet. It's just a blank. Right? We got 4 of these in here. Let's look at these real close. We'll pull one out. This is the 2016 Delaware truck spill on I-95. And it looks like this. Where are you? Looks like this. It's a planchet. That's all. Plain. Zinc. It's a zinc spill. But there's a piece of history behind it, at least. Does have the raised rim around there. Nice and shiny. Right? They look like that. They're fun. It's a piece of Americana. Things that go wrong when you're a government contractor. So we got 4 of those. We'll get one of those away at the on Wednesday Wheats and one on the the big show. And this will last a couple of weeks here. And if you got more, you can get them. Oh look, we got coin op porn. Now here's the thing: if you meet Dustin at a coin shop, because he's gonna be traveling around for a little while. He's going to Bellingham, Washington, where Tim is. You're going to meet Tim, look at the machine, see his thing, and go to the coin show up there. If you run into Dustin Morgan at these shows and say, hey, I saw you, on YouTube, he'll give you one. How's that for a deal? Worth $1 million. Dude, this is gold right here. You can't buy these. They can only be given to you by Dustin Morgan. There we go. Oh, good. I got a shipping address. I got to get some stuff over to him. He likes Clash dies. I got like 4 or 5 items over here. I've been here forever. Okay, let's refocus here. Oh, that one's garbage. Dirty, worn, big chip in it. Next up, 1946D. Well, it's a little bit of, it's VF, but it's got some heavy contact marks. 55D. Now, Jessica Johnson said she had picked up a couple of DDO number 1s on the 55Ds. And I thought that was interesting. Now, that doesn't mean every bag would have them. So let's give it extra attention while we're at it. Because the way the mint disperses its goods, sometimes you get pockets of concentration. I'm not sitting. It's going to be at the top of the 9. Where's my pick? I believe that the 55D number 1 is at the top of the 9. Let's see if we can see some evidence of it. We get these pockets, like wherever Bob Brown lives, that's where they dropped off all the 2014 double die number 4s. Because there ain't none around here, I can tell you that. But around here, that's where they dropped off those Effigy Mons quarters with the Clash dies. Those are slick. I'm not feeling the love here. Let's keep going. What's this one? What is this one? Nope, that one. That's the next one. 1948D. Good, we got another date in there. There's a little bit of everything out there. Okay, thickness looks right. Check the eye. I'm going to touch that with a toothpick. Let's see if anything moves. Okay, the bottom one did, the top one did not. Anybody want to check up Wexler and see if we got a match with anything? Look for an extra eyelid on a 48D. That's the sort of thing we're looking at. I'll get a little mark on it. No buy. Okay, I'm going to take this and stick it in your flip there, Bill. And you can give that a good hard look at your pleasure. That'll be 5 in your little pouch. Coin Up says, well, Ant, I'm going to be all over the country this spring and summer. Everywhere. He's like the wind. Let me get these pushed in. There. I got a few more here to look at. There's those. And this will finish up this batch, and then we'll count out rays after this. Let me zoom back out. Okay, sorry, we got an ugly one. We'll skip that one. 1942. It's VF. Lots of contact marks. No buy. Eyeball looks good. 1944, about regular thickness. Eye looks right. Nothing exciting today, although that lamination was a decent little find. Lots of doubled eye varieties for 42. Some of these dates have literally hundreds of eye varieties. Hundreds. I mean it. Especially when you get into the later years in the shields. What's that one that with the he's sitting on a log? 1960D RPMs. You got 240 and counting on those, right? 2004 reverse double die with the the class 8. I'm not seeing anything special on these. Dozens and dozens. So you got to keep a, nobody's going to memorize it. You have to check them. Look for the characteristics that define a double die, and then you get into the details. I lived in Buffalo as a kid. Okay, there's Bill J's. And we'll get a few things in the flip for Bill. All right, the last of the batch. We'll count them up here. Give me one of these. This could be Ray. And let's count them up. Jeez, I almost got your bag ready, Dana. Dana gets a bag because she paid first. It's a nice bag. Why not? Now, Coin Jesus, Dustin will give you a heads up when he's going to be wherever he's going to be at any given time. So be sure to check out his page, his videos, because he's got a billion videos. He's one of the biggest coin channels. Are you the biggest coin channel or just one of the biggest? Whoop. Now, he started up the Coin Up group. I found us. Why wasn't I here all along? There we go. Let's get started with Ray. Mark it down. Now, Ray has 400 coming. And hopefully we got 400 in the bag. The biggest, there you go. I'm getting there. I got a small but dedicated audience. And it's not really quantity, it's quality. Wouldn't you folks agree? I was stationed at Fort Knox. Is there gold in Fort Knox? I think Nixon spent it. Missiles or something. I think the whole Bullmark program came out of Fort Knox. Dustin was my first coin video. Outstanding. Yeah, check out all these channels. You'll see down in the description a link to a video directory. Lots of channels. I got over 100 listed in that directory, because the way you learn is it's dependent on the individual. You might learn more by watching his videos. You might learn more by watching mine. You might learn more by watching Logan's videos. Where you are in your hobby career, how you do your thing, and what sort of methods appeal to you will determine what show to watch, because some are good. Some of these shows are really good, but it may particularly appeal to you. So by all means, explore these other channels. Check out Coin Dragons. Check out me. Mostly I just goof off. That's what I do more than anything else. I just goof off most of the day. He was out there in like 1967. A magician. There's another one. Oh, it's getting thin in there. I think we're going to make it. I think we got some extras in here. I'm going to fire up my OBS shortly, says Coin Dragon. Coin Dragon's going live next, right? Who was going live after me? Was that you? Somebody said. I should have written it down. I was a performing magician for most of my childhood and young adult life. I made my youth disappear. Okay, another one for you, Ray. Try your best to support everyone. Man, it keeps you busy making these videos, I tell you that. A couple hours getting ready. Hopefully I don't fall asleep and miss it. I hate when I miss my own shows. Are you paying attention? No? I missed my own show. Back in college, we had this one professor who would fall asleep. He worked on the Manhattan Project. I forget what his name, I think it was Richardson. Old guy. I mean, he was like a dinosaur. He was 254 years old. Just the plutonium kept him alive all these years. But he'd be up there giving a lecture. The guy would fall asleep. You couldn't wake him up. You just, do your thing and go to the next class. Leave him standing right there. He's really good at balancing himself, I guess. Fall asleep in the middle. How do you do that? What happened Wednesday? 7:30, I fell asleep right here in the chair. You heard of Sleeping Beauty? I did my Sleeping Ugly impression. I got up at 11:30. I don't have a thing ready. To heck with it. Nothing I can do. We'll do it again next week. It's okay. There's still more pennies up there. Yep. You got another one. That's 5. We got enough for 3 more rolls. Ooh, maybe. I think we'll be okay. I haven't actually invoiced Ray yet. We'll be real close. I think I might have thrown an extra 50 in somebody else. We're getting there. He slept through his own show. I have no excuse. I blame myself. I blame my parents. That moving? Yep. Oh, that's 6. And we're getting to the end. God, we're almost there, folks. How long does it take just to count them out? 3 hours and change. Yep, working. That's 6. This is number 7. I need 1 more. Oh, we're going to make it. We're going to make it, I'm sure of it. I have a good feeling about this. If I hadn't dropped so many on the ground, we'd have plenty of weeds. There's another one. That's roll number 7. We need 1 more roll, and we have everybody filled. We had this German-Dutch teacher for earth science in 11th grade. He'd always misspell stuff. Earth. What? Oh, German. What is this? We're getting there. Okay. Put 1 extra in. Oh, God, we got it. Just in time. There. I got like 37 cents on the floor. Fast motion, nodding off. Now we got some extras here. Look. 5,020. I'm going to give these away on the next Wednesday weeks. Give me that baggie. There we go. Because if I keep them longer than 3 or 4 days, I'm going to go through them, baby. I'm going to check them. There. Where's that pen? We'll do WW. WW. There. And those are not seen, not checked. I haven't seen them. I haven't gone through them. Any more? Hello? Smell that. It's like Downy. That's beautiful. Okay, Dana, where'd you go? Dana gets a bag because she paid first. There you go. That'll work great. I'm gonna get some more of those. Okay, get rid of these. Now, Ray, we got 400 in there. We're gonna go through some of yours and see what we got. And what is in a bag of wheats? 40s and 50s, common dates, very few S's, no steals. You're not gonna find them anymore. Lincoln says, please send Logan a few hundred if you can. I'm out right here. That's all of them. That's all of them accounted for. We had Phoenix with 100, but she wants 1,000. Okay, we got Dana with 1,000. Mantic has 1,000. Paula has 1,000. Lauren Troutman has 1,000. Bill J has 500. We had a couple unsold, and one fellow said I can't do it. So Ray took the rest, and Ray wants more. Okay, we'll make do. We'll figure it out. Send me an email of how many you want, and we'll get some more, by God. Right now, we're going to take a look over here and see what we got. These are Rays. I got a 55D with something going on. Okay, zoom in. What is that? What are we seeing? I'm seeing crud. If I can find my toothpick. There you go. Let's see if this crud is soft or hard and if it's going to push. Okay, it's a little bit of crud is all it is. It's lightweight. All right, nothing to see here, folks. 55D. Eye looks good. See the buy. Nothing. Yeah, doo-doo. We got doo-doo on that one. Next one, 46. A lot of 46s out there. Nothing there. Eyeball. Trust. Get a little gouge on the rim. Maida. I don't know what Maida. Oh, that's that word. That's this is a family channel. We got some dieware on this one. Where are you? 1944. Anything special here? 9 looks about normal. I mean, it's going to be a thick thumb on the 9 that you want to look for. Looking pretty good here. Liberty. Gone. Another 46. And more doo-doo. Okay, nothing to see there. Set that aside. That's the right bag? Right, yep. Let's look at these. But even though we're looking at some, I'm only looking at, you know, a couple of dozen per bag. So you will still have to look at these, you know, all of them by hand. So as not to miss anything. And the 46. What do you see here? Shadow. Shadows and dust. 45 is looking right. Now most of your buy errors are going to be in the 50s. And it's really neat because you got more in the 90s too. 46. That's kind of odd with the 9, but that angle. Yeah, see the one more what I said about looking at everything on the coin. See the angle on the bottom of that 9. You follow that out. This line over here kind of points right straight at it. So I'm going to say that's a little squishy action. And most of the time, the information you need is on the coin to help you decide what's going on here. Liberty Sound. Next one. 1945 looks about right. There we go. Not saying anything there. Let's flip them over, have a look. Okay, what do you see? What do you see? What do you see? I see normal. See how they look a lot longer right there? That's just a bit of dye wear. Keep on going. Well, it's been a great show, Ken Peavy. I need to sleep. Me too, baby. I'm in touch. All right. That looks a bit flat, and it looks like a mechanical doubling right here. But you see the way the O is missing a lot of Where's all the detail in the O? And I've shown you folks this one before, but we got some new people in here. What is going on with this? Is that a grease-filled die? A lot of people say, oh, it's grease-filled. It's not really a grease-filled die. What that is, if you flip the coin over, and let me turn this upside down so we get a better look. All right. The area on the other side of the coin below this O, right, is going to be this bit of vest. Let me make sure I got this right. Yeah. This is upside down and backwards, but it's going to be this section of the vest, which is, you know, the deepest recess on the obverse die. So that's not a grease-filled die. That's a lightly weaker strike. And there was not enough metal to fill the whole darn thing because it had got absorbed on the front over here. So good night, Coin Finder. We hope to see you back another day. Just subscribe. Thank you, Ginger. You got to support each other, because if you don't, who else are you going to support, and who else is going to support you? But there's a common thing you're going to find. You'll find it on the memorial sense, like around the word of in the United States of. It's just the that vest is so thick and taking up all that extra metal. That looks pretty much intolerances. And the bottom one. I'm not finding much on these right now. Okay, we'll keep on going. We got some more. Just subscribed. Now, if you can't post links, you guys want to talk back and forth, we got that YouTube or coin community set up. And you can go in there and put up pictures and links so that you can carry on your conversation and chat using that. So here's my link, and stick it in that YouTube or coin community. It's a handy tool. That looks pretty normal here. What do you got? Another 46. A lot of 46s in this. I bet you somebody dumped in a whole slew of 46s they had sorted out over the years. What is it? All four of these? Okay, good. We got something different. 55D looks pretty straight up to me. Alrighty. Nothing jumps out at me. I'd like to find a DDO number 1. If I do, well, you never see me again. Okay, we got 4 more here. Let's have a look. What do we got? It's a 56D. And I don't see anything that makes me want to give it a further look. Yeah. Now, before I found out there were such things as mintages, I said to myself, self, you sure do find a lot of those 56Ds. Maybe they made a lot of them that year. And shortly thereafter, I found a thing called a black book that would tell you how many they made. There's a 46D, looks pretty good. A little bit of a extra bright spot above that. Let's zoom in a little more. See if we can make anything out here. Well, judging by the damage on the 1 and the 9, I'm going to say that's probably a contact mark. Okay. When I was 12 years old, I had a bike, and I could get downtown, no problem at all. And I could make a few dollars, shoveling snow or raking leaves. I'd go downtown. I realized quickly that I could get wheat pennies, because this is 1979, 1980. I get wheat pennies right out of circulation. You still can, but 0.5% of the coins out there are wheats. But I go down, I have a few dollars, not a whole lot, just a few. And I hit the one bank, because there was a whole bunch of banks right downtown, all close to each other. It was, 30,000 people in the town. We had a few banks. But I go to one bank and say, can I get, $6 worth of pennies? And I sit there right there on the curb and go through the rolls and pull out all the wheat pennies. And I take what's left and go to the bank across the street and say, can I get, a bunch of nickels? And being kind of new, I'd, pick out all the silver, which was anything before 1964 when I was collecting. Okay, well, that information changed later on. but I had all these nickels before 1964, so I had the stuff I wanted to keep anyway. But we used to pick out 38s, 39s all the time. That's a bit of damage on the U is all. All right, I got a few more here. All right, then I go to the next bag, check what nickels I had and say, can I get these? Can I get this? I need some pennies. It's for church. Yeah, you can tell them the truth. And I just do that all day until I had not enough money left to get, a full roll of something. That's no problem. I take my pocket full of stuff and go home. What do you see on that 44D? Let's zoom in at this one. Who's this, Ray's? What do you see in the corner, top left of that D? I'm not seeing a split. See if we can angle that and move it through the line of focus. See the way that 4 is over there? It tells me I've got some damage on this coin. No, I think I just got a little contact or MD. I'm not feeling the love on that one. No split, Ant? Okay, I agree with you. And now you can take pictures of your coin and you can stick that up in the coin op group and you get these responses just like this. Thank you, Phoenix. Let me know how many more you like. Because I'm thinking we could probably do another bag. What are people saying here? Okay, but people, they'll respond to your photos and tell you what they think, and you're looking for a consensus. Not everyone's going to be right. A lot of times, if you take the first person's answer as to what the coin is or what's going on, they're going to be wrong, and well, you ran with it. But what do you get? Several responses, and you'll find 5 or 6 people all kind of agree, and then one guy's like out of his freaking mind. Okay, good. Go with the consensus. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Let's look at the bags. Oh, excuse me. Oh. What are we at? 1 o'clock. It's like my longest Friday night show ever. Kind of flat, but I don't think it's doubling. I don't see any other evidence on any of the devices right beside that U. No, I'm not feeling any love. Those are nice round dots. How we look here? A little rim is torn up. Looks pretty normal. How about you? I don't have many double die reverses on the wheats. I guess I got bunches of them on the. Geez, I got a slew of them on the memorials. They're easy to find. Invoice just paid. Thank you, thank you. Okay, at CoinOp sent. Hi again, Lincoln. Faust subscribed. Faust. I don't speak whatever the language that is. Anyone else keeping the nicer Zinkins? In 50 years, if you don't save the nicer Zinkins, there ain't going to be no Zinkins. All right. I keep them when they're BU. They got to be, they got to pass every test. I'm going to change the lighting on them. I'm going to look them up at a tight angle, give them a lot of scrutiny. And if it doesn't meet my standards, it's not BU. And most of them aren't BU. A lot of really nice AU out there. You get plenty of AU coins. This looks normal. And even them make a decent set. But I want the ones that got spent once and kept after that. 58. Nothing in here. Wait, look. No buy. I haven't found a buy. I'm so disappointed. What am I to do? We could go through more. That is all of them, folks. That is the whole bag. Oh, look at this. You got to see this. Look at that. I can't eat ice cream with these bare hands. I'm going to have to use a spoon. This is nasty. You go through a lot of coins. Everybody in the world has handled these coins. You got stuff from construction jobs. You get a guy eating a sugar donut, right? Probably a cop. I'm just saying. You got kids and candy and their snotty noses and stuff, and potato chips and those cheese puffs and every manner of food known. You got guys working in wells, digging stuff up. They got mud on their hands. You got mama handling that sticky baby. It's on the coins. Everything, all of it. Detergent, pencil lead, ink. And this is what happens to your hands. It gets pretty grungy. Before you do something with your hands where you contact your face, like smoke, eat, whatever it is, wash your hands, right? And also before you handle coins, wash your hands so you don't get grime on those. Yeah, this is just one of those little things. Not many people talk about that, but yeah, that's filthy. I could lick my finger and show you. I'll lick this finger and show you. That's what's under there. I mean, you can almost roll this crud off. This is society's grime. It's normal, right? But mother always told you, don't stop putting those coins in your mouth. I couldn't help myself. Yeah, but it's just grime. It's probably dead. There'll be bacteria and stuff on there. Can you catch disease? Possibly. And don't stick them in your mouth. Yeah, just wash your hands. That's the best thing you can do. And that's what happens. If you have a towel down on your table, pick it up and wash it every now and again, or change it, get a fresh one, throw it out, do whatever you like. But these things are filthy, and by gosh, you can keep your place neat and protect your kids by giving them some gloves to protect themselves. Oh yeah, where's them gloves? Where's them gloves? Okay, I've shown you this before. And this can be tough because the camera's way the heck up here. Okay, pack of gloves. Walmart, $5, you get 50 gloves. Down here in the corner, if you can read this, and this can be tough. Okay, powder free. That's a key thing. They use a cornstarch, right? Just puff a little bit into these gloves, and what that's going to do is make it easier for your hand to slide in. But that cornstarch gets everywhere. It'll get in your coins. It'll turn this color in a few years. But what the heck? If you want to, these things are only what? 10 cents a piece, 5 cents a piece. You can put on one of these gloves before you handle the coins. You see, Lemonhead always has gloves on. I think they got different colors and stuff. I got to get them with elephants or something on there. There you go. And you can do this. Whoop, that didn't work. And then you get your fingers right in there. Got milk? Moo! Hey, these are fun. So you can take them off. Oh. Ready? Ready? I'm a rooster. No, wait, I'm a turkey. No, I'm a cow. Moo! Yeah, you can do all kinds of... These are great at Halloween. It's like a big balloon with, 6 nipples. Five nipples. Coins do not carry germs. Yeah, wash your hands. Doesn't hurt. You can always wash your hands. You got a cold, you run your nose, you play with the coins. Keep it off the coins. Keep the crud off the coins and keep the coin crud off of you. That'll work. And that's what we've got. I'm going to get these into packages and get them shipped out directly. I promise not to dump them out and count my coins in and say, here you go. No, these are good. These are from Tim Rathjen. He gets $185 for 5,000 of them. Ships, to you. And you're going to have them in 4 days. I ordered these, Saturday or Sunday? But, Monday before somebody comes in to his shop. And they came in yesterday afternoon. So, yeah, 3-4 days from Seattle area to Florida. And that's about as far as you can get. Step away from the gloves. Step away. Everything's okay. I'm all right. He double boxes them. He's going to see to it they're not going to explode all over the place. And you get the stickers. We're going to add some of these because we got the Lookzee app. We'll add some of those. We got the coin and stamp place. If you look down in the links down below in the description, you'll find a link to his listing for these coins in the Coin Up Facebook group, and you can buy them right there. There we go. These are stickers. Yeah, you just peel and stick. I don't like to stick stickers on the outsides of packages, but I'll put a couple inside. You can play with them. Because my stuff, nothing there to say, steal me. Yeah, but we'll add some of those in. It'd be fun. You can use them as prompts. Mantic says, good night, Ken. And thank you, Lincoln. Or Mantic, I've got your stuff here, I swear. Where's Mantic? There's Mantic's coins right here. All right, we got, oh, Lauren, you're here. We got Phoenix with her 100 right there. Now, Phoenix wants another 1,000, so I'll get with Phoenix and see if she wants to save these here until the next batch comes in. Or what? There's Ray's 400. Bill J, he's got 500. Let me sit there where it doesn't fall. And this would be, who would this? Paula. I wrote it on the wrong side. I'm sorry. I'll fix that. Paula's got a bunch of stuff here. 1,000, 1,000, there's thousands. That's what 5,000 wheats look like, and it took us 3 hours to get through them. Yeah, it's hours of fun for the whole. Oh, here they are. There's Dana's. They're in here. I knew I was missing somebody. Yeah, if you get into hunting for dive riders, a bag of these 5,000 wheats lasts you for weeks. God, I still got stuff over here from Bob Grow, which some of the best bags I've had in years. And that, you know, it's from 2 years ago. Gosh, we'll get there. Good night, everyone. There you go. You can use these. You can fill up your books. You can get the dates. You'll fill your book with most of these. Right? You might not get the S's, but you can get those. You can find them in circulation. You go to the bank and get them. Please save the 100 and ship with them. Ship with, I'll set your rate up. If you get something else, I'll be, 100 doesn't weigh much. It's 3 rolls. At 150, we go over the 1 pound limit, and then, Jesus, shipping goes to 750 right there. Okay, that's for Phoenix. There we go. That should be enough note to make it legible for me to understand, because sometimes I find these notes and think, what is this? What does this mean? Gosh, I had to wash my hands. Good night, Ginger. Good night, Mantic. Good night, Lincoln. Good night, everybody. This is fun. We could probably do this again. Yeah, why not? Is it going to be a regular thing? I don't know. Geez, it only took 3.5 hours. Man, there's wheats out there. Have not been hunting for dive varieties. Plenty of them. Plenty. They've been picked over for dates. Right? They've been picked over for better grades. They've been picked over for steals. But most of them have not been checked for dive varieties. I mean, you're talking, what, 25 billion of the darn things? Yeah, they're out there. So you got the information below. You can get your own bag. And if you want a smaller amount, well, get a hold of me and maybe I'll get another bag. I think it will. It'll be fun. Why not? And I've got your flips and such if you want to have those. Just let me know what you need. We got acrylic holders. If you want to store your best stuff, safe. We got those. We got the the little folders. Misfit says, it was enjoyable. Thanks, Ken, and hang everyone. And I'm sensing a lot of rage in you. Hang everyone? I'm not sure what that means. It must be a typo. It's late. I'm going to go. My hands are filthy, man. Okay. You guys stay groovy. Keep on hunting. We'll do it again. Tomorrow is coin class, and I had a note on what it was. What was it? Oh, getting started coin collecting is our topic for tomorrow. Getting started, because this is a good follow-up for this over here. And then, of course, we have the big show Sunday, 3 o'clock. We got some great stuff coming. Did you see the boxes we have going in? We got this thing from Hoagie. You know that is a top quality coin right there coming from Hoagie for the big show. We got Paula sent a box. Look at this. Look at this. She's got a box, a priority mailbox. These are foreign coins. She packed it well too. There's no motion. Might be just a rock. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, and we got all the stuff from. We got the spill coins from Dustin over at Coin Op. Yeah, we'll put one of those in. It's a little story. Why not? It was the news. And we got more stuff coming. Man, Phoenix says, yes, please. Okay, there we are. It's all petering out, panning out. It's getting late. I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for coming by. Stay safe.